Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is, feel like if I'm named up so long, and the El Dorado's not the greatest one. You guys on the 4 lane?
No, in El Dorado they have us up there.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah, I was just watching. You know, the nice thing about what they do is you watch the replays, I watch. You know, some of the games is really real thing. But the Beanie girl, they live next door to us. Well, when the family lives in Memphis, okay, yeah, the Brent is from
Just what? Okay, got it.
Audio.
Yeah, no audio.
We grew up with him.
No him.
Grew up with him.
Okay.
So it's like the girls playing with him.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. There's some nights she plays some, there's some nights she won't try at all.
Yeah, I saw when she got into the El Dorado game. And
that's what I just
I can
did.
see the hair. I said, well, that's got to be her. Because she powers everybody. Yeah. And I said, well, you got a girl with red hair, you got a girl with blue hair. Yeah, pick the color. Yeah, the girls are young.
Yeah.
After seeing them play Memphis, I watched that first game. They've come a long way.
Yeah.
Girls basketball, it's great. You score 50 points, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Because if you're scoring 30, 45,
Okay, now it's frozen.
they won the one game 21. Yeah. That must have been, man. It was hard. You could have gone through the highlights like in 3 minutes. Yeah, like I said,
We always talk about the 10 points a quarter. That's right. That's our low bar. We can score 10 a quarter, we got a snowball team.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And the boys are no surprise. You lose the top 2 players. Yeah, the kid is actually really good. Of course, when you play with a good team,
I don't plug
I'm
everything
good
as
at
much
that.
as I can.
It's like, oh man, that guy's good.
At this point,
I
we just
think
need
he
the
is
game.
like in it too, you know, the point guard.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
see,
he's
I'll come back.
took care of the ball, never turned it over.
If you had one thing in the team, you get a great team guy. I take that every time. Any player on the court. Because you're going to take care of the ball, you're going to get the shot.
Yep. And he has so much experience. It's just, we definitely miss.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, it is, and really even from the first quarter on, in Heston, the first quarter was rough, but then we went to the zone and really slowed Heston down and pretty much played him even. So, yeah, Bueller's been on a bit of a roll here, and, tonight would go a long ways because obviously of the last 3 games, Rose Hill, El Dorado, or Great Bend, this will be the toughest opponent of those 3 for the ladies.
Absolutely. Big game here tonight. Final non-league game of the season on this Tuesday. Our Midway Motors drive to the game. We've got more right after this on HKFM.
Midway Motors drive to the game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. The Bueller Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hey guys, I'm Elijah.
And I'm Malia.
And we're from Rise of Reno. Did you know that drugs and alcohol are a huge risk in our community, especially to our youth? Together we can be the drivers of change. Partner with Rise Up Reno Prevention Network to help us in our mission to build caring relationships, give knowledge, and develop healthy environments.
Reach out and connect with Rise Up Reno and find valuable resources at riseupreno.org. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, promoting healthy youth behaviors, strengthening families, and developing youth leadership. Rise Up Reno.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Bueller, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. how banking should be.
Enjoy always homemade favorites and weekly specials at Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering in Heston. It's simply the best for comfort food classics or unique seasonal flavors. Check out their Thursday night specials and customizable catering options too. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Follow them on Facebook and view the menu at watersedgeheston.com. With dine-in or curbside to-go service, they've got your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday night.
Ag 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
Ag 360 Inman. Call Darren Eddy at 620-755-6023 or Cody Moores at 620-755-7779.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here from the Midway Motors Drive to the game, and in our Bueller Dental Care scoreboard tonight, Bueller Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist, online at BuellerDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Heartbreaker for our girls C team tonight, lost by 1, 37-36 the final there. Our swimming team on Saturday concluded their regular season with a 4th place finish at the May South Invites. And they've had a very fantastic season, very deep with it. Senior group, Ben Hellis won the diving event, and he's headed to state along with several others. And they host league on Saturday. That'll be at the Y in Hutch beginning Saturday morning. Our bowling team, Crusader Bowlers, remain undefeated on the season. They've had a fantastic year. Boys set a new school record last night in their win over Circle. Girls completed the sweep on the boys' side. Trent Sheridan with a high game of 279. Landon Kurtz had the high series at 739 for the girls. Sloan Atkins with a high game at 234. Tegan Nielsen the series with a 662. And the Crusader Bowlers back on the lanes. Coming up on Friday against Augusta. That'll be their senior night at the Alley in Hutch. And then they play on Saturday in a tournament in Wichita. Crusader Wrestlers at Circle this weekend. Sammy Hirschberger first at 120. Jay Spencer third at 126. Cruz Hirschberger first at 138. Cooper McCloy first at 164. And Keaton Parsons third at 190. And they're having a very solid year. Crusader Wrestlers are as well. They've got league coming up here fairly quickly. Well, elsewhere around the league tonight in the basketball arena, El Dorado is at Winfield, so they start their second time through league tonight. Augusta at Rose Hill. Hayes at McPherson, that's an intriguing matchup. And Mulvane at Andale. On the Ad Astra Sports Network, games include Lions at Nickerson, Hoisington at Smoky Valley, Hayes at McPherson, Norwich at Stafford, Little River at Canton Galva, and Sterling at Sedgwick. And again, you can find schedules, scores, and live streaming online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. KU won last night in the Big 12 as they beat Texas 88-80. Tonight, another important game in the league race, Christopher, happens in Manhattan. I think that's an 8 o'clock tip. K-State and TCU. We're starting to figure some things out of the Big 12. After last night, it's Texas, then Iowa State and KU right there a game behind. Chance for either TCU or K-State to jump up there with those guys tonight.
We didn't have a chance to talk earlier, Aaron, but you'd be shocked. But last night,
you were rooting for the Jayhawks.
Yes.
Well, it helps everybody if Texas loses.
Exactly, exactly. It was one of those things that, with Texas getting that third loss, now the whole pack of teams that all have 4 losses, every single one of them is hoping Texas can lose again, and they can avoid dropping. Because I still think the league champion could have 5 losses.
Well, you know what's really proven hard is to win on the road this year.
Yes.
It's been almost impossible.
Yes. I mean, I know K-State's only dropped 1 home game this entire season. It was to Texas on Saturday. I know KU's been fantastic at home. I mean, TCU's been great. I mean, it is very difficult to win in the Big 12 on the road. And so, and Bill Self's always said it. The path to Big 12 title is just if you can win at home. Usually, you're kind of in the mix at the end of the year.
Yeah, 500 on the road. You're right there. So, well, we've got our ladies contest coming up. Starting lineups in the tip when we come back on HKFM.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
Advanced Physical Therapy of Hutchinson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties such as women's health, dry needling, hand therapy, and orthopedics. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. We pride ourselves in one-on-one goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get back to doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
If you have not considered Wade Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have the independent advantage to find coverage for your home. Buying insurance doesn't have to be an expensive burden, and we will shop our carriers for you and simplify the placement of coverage. We will tailor a policy to your individual needs, take the time to educate you on your coverage, and be sure you're protecting your biggest investment. Stop in our office on the corner of 6th and Main or find us on the web at WadePattonInsurance.com.
Allen Samuels & Hutch is proud to support our community and local businesses, and we promise to continue to do so. Follow us on Facebook and join in our weekly giveaways. Check out our website at AllenSamuelsHutch.com for our new inventory arriving daily. And remember, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday for discounted oil changes, tire rotation, and a free car wash. Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutch. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
Don't feel bad if you're not a phone expert. That's what we're here for. At Next Tech Wireless, we'll help you in the transition to a new device step by step. Want to customize the screen? We've got you. Have questions about some of the functions? We're happy to help. You're not just another number to us. Come see us today, and we'll get you into the best phone for your needs. We're friends. We're neighbors. We are Kansas. Next Tech Wireless.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, let's meet tonight's Heartland Wealth Strategy starting lineups for the 6 and 8 Great Bend Panthers. A 5'7" junior, number 3, Paige Thexton, averaging 3 points, 5 rebounds. A 5'8" junior, number 10, Mercedes Spray, 19 points a game. A 5'7" sophomore, number 14, Jillian Reimer. A 5'9" junior, number 32, Emily Hall, averaging 9.6 rebounds. And a 5'7" junior, number 34, Mackenzie Premer, averaging 5 points and 4 boards. Thexton, Spray, Reimer, Hall, and Premer for Great Bend. For the Lady Crusaders at 5 and 9 under head coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. At 1 forward, a 5'9" sophomore, number 13, Nat Krafels, back-to-back doubles, averaging 6.5 points, 9 rebounds a game. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 15, Claudia Taylor, averaging 3.5 points a game. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 22, Charlie Baxter, 6 points, 4 boards a game. At forward, a 5'10" junior, number 30, Emmy Stallman, averaging 5.5 points, 4 rebounds. And at guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 32, Gracie Ord, averaging 4 points a game. Krafels, Taylor, Baxter, Stallman, and Ord for the Lady Crusaders. Set to tip and underway as Bueller controls right to left with Crusader basketball here on KWHK Hutchinson. Heard Wes Krushenk with you from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Taylor has it right side circle. Claudia on a drive. In the lane to Krafels, up off the window, missed. Rebound tapped about and taken by Great Bend. Bueller in their home whites tonight, maroon trim and maroon numerals. Road blacks with a white and red trim, white numerals for Great Bend. And the Panthers will work it inside to Emily Hall. Turnaround off the window is good. Both teams going right to the post here early in this game.
Emmy Stallman did a nice job defending, but Hall just had a nice post move to lay it off the window.
Bueller against the pressure, ball stolen away. We talked about that, going to be a big factor. Layup good off the steal by Reimer. Lady Crusaders are going to have to be able to answer the pressure as another inbounds is knocked loose, and Bueller's going to call an early timeout here. We talked about that in the pregame, Christopher. They're going to have to be able to find an answer for Great Bend's pressure.
Yeah, because otherwise they're just going to stick with the pressure, and they've already scored 1 bucket off of turnovers tonight. And so as long as they are getting points off of turnovers, we can expect that full court press.
Well, just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners could help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. I Need a Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton. It's where to take your clothes. 4-0 Great Bend start with a Bueller turnover against that press. Points inside for Emily Hall and Jillian Reimer. Bueller went right to Crafels on their first possession and got a good look, but not able to convert. Now, boy, full court pressure all the way to the baseline on the inbound. Here's Taylor across the timeline. And even in front court, they're going to have Panthers in their shirt pocket all night.
Yeah, they are coming out and defending even when people have their dribble. I mean, they're coming up and pressuring. Some extensive full court man here.
Baxter plays it left side to Ord. Gracie off the dribble, crosses over right to left. Underneath, nice pass to Stallman to find the shot long, but a whistle and a foul. And that'll put Emmy Stallman at the line for 2. Emmy at 10 of 17 on the year, averaging 58%.
Good to see the Lady Crusaders working it inside. We talked about the post having a big night would be big for Bueller.
That'll be a foul on Paige Thexton, her first, team's first. Stallman at the line, knocks in first free throw. Bueller shot free throws for their pink night on Saturday. We'll find out final total for the Cancer Council coming up on Tuesday when the ladies host McPherson. Second for Stallman, got them both. She's been shooting well above that to 59% here late in the season. 2-4 now. Bueller trails by 2. 6:30 to play in the first. Panthers out high with it. It is Spray. Right side circle to Thexton. They'll work it in the corner to Reimer. Back up top now is Reimer to Spray. She drives. Contact and a foul. And this is an interesting thing. You remember back to that Heston game when we struggled with the athleticism of their guards. Went to that zone late in the first quarter, and that took that away. How do they adjust to the athleticism of Spray?
Well, if you're dealing with a team that has a great driver to the rim, if you will, I mean, zones work great because then you just get that extra help defense and really makes it difficult for them to try to navigate.
Spray 1 of 2 at the line, and Natalia Crafels with her first rebound of the night. 5-2. Panthers by 3. Here's Taylor, right side circle. Out high to Natalia. Ball overhead. Great Bend in a man-to-man. Baxter, left side circle, had 2 huge threes in the second half on Friday. Charlie needs some help. Finally finds Ord out front. Gracie on a drive, works it down the left side lane line. Spin move around the defender, off the glass and missed. Nice take, rebound by Emily Hall of Great Bend. Up the floor, ball knocked loose in the lane and a steal. Ord comes up with it.
Evens their turnovers up to a turnover apiece.
All the best rebounder for the Panthers at nearly 7 a game. Here's Taylor, a 3, missed, top of the circle. And Claudia going after the rebound against Spray, and a whistle and a foul call. That'll be on Taylor. It'll be her first. And a team foul, number 1. Substitutions here at the 5:21 mark in the first. McKenna Siemens, a 5'5" junior, into the Crusader lineup, as is the freshman, Nia Sewell. They will replace Taylor and Baxter in the backcourt. Great Bend ball up 3, 5:21 to go here in our first quarter. Panthers have it to our right. Far side circle is Spray. Out front to Thexton. Wraparound pass into the post. Shot up short. Hall with an offensive board. Rebound and a foul on Stallman. Talked about how important limiting those second opportunities are. Hall got one there and made Stallman pay.
Yeah, Hall already with 2 buckets tonight. Leading scorer of the game, and really, I've been really impressed with her post moves this evening.
7-2, now Great Bend by 5. Hall could take it to 6 and does as she rattles in a free throw. She has 5 of the Panthers' 8 here in this first quarter. And Great Bend denies the inbounds play, but not too often do you see in the press those front line guys defensively really painted against the baseline.
Yeah, they're trying to use that as another defender.
They give you no room at all. Sammy Brooks is checked into the game for the Crusaders. And she has the ball ahead to Ord, right side circle. Bueller down 6 here, needs a bucket. Sewell left side. Naya, wrap pass into the lane. Brooks, and has it poked away. I think Spray got a hand on it.
So stay with Bueller underneath their own bucket.
Spray is one of those kids, it seems like she touches the ball on both ends of the floor every possession.
Yeah, sometimes there's defensive specialists, sometimes there's gals that are big scorers. She's somebody that does it both.
Crayfels gets tied up in the lane with Paige Thexton, and the Arrow will give the ball back to Great Bend in an 8-2 lead. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Heston Bakery, Erickson Custom Building, by Crusader Booster Club, and by Idea Tech. Panthers by 6. To our right is Reimer. Inside Hall, underneath pass, and the layup is good by Premer.
That was a great dump down from the mid-range of the lane down to Premer.
There's Sewell across the timeline as they break the press right to left. Crayfels has it. Out high to Naya, left side to Ord, far side Siemens. Now Naya in the right corner. Bueller just the 2 points at the free throw line from Emmy Stallman. And there's the ball knocked away, and they're going to say it was deflected off Ord, out of bounds. A third Bueller turnover. It's Kara Feist, a 5'9" sophomore. We'll check into the Panther lineup. Bueller might have to do something different defensively, as they've not had an answer. Very similar to that Heston game of keeping Great Bend from underneath the rim with the ball. 10-2 the score, and the Panthers have it in the left corner is Feist. They work it to the right high post to Reimer. Now Hall out front to Spray, lost it. Stolen away by Nia Sewell. A steal and the layup on the other end, missed. Rebound Great Bend.
So a nice steal there by Sewell, just wasn't able to get through the contact and finish at the rim at the other end.
Now Spray from the elbow. Hall out front, right side circle to Thexton. Underneath Spray with a turnaround. Nice touch with the left.
Well, Nia Sewell right now has the unenviable task of trying to defend Maddie Spray, or Mercedes Spray.
And a 10-point advantage, 12-2, as Baxter and Stallman return. Great Bend on a 12-2 run to start this game. Bueller's only points coming here in the first quarter. 2 free throws from Emmy Stallman. That has been it. Here is Brooks. And threw it over the head of Siemens, out of bounds, and a 4th Bueller turnover, rattled by the press as Premer returns. And Reimer goes out for the Panthers. Well, this is kind of the point in the game where if you don't want this to be a boat race, you got to make some quick changes.
Yeah, because right now, just a 10-point game, but if they keep outscoring you 10 a quarter, it gets ugly in a hurry.
There's a shot missed, but a rebound and a putback, and that is good by Feist. And it is all Great Bend now in the first quarter, 14-2. And another Crusader turnover. So what happens in that press is speeds everything up for the offensive team.
And you have to exert so much energy just getting it across half court that then a lot of times in your, unless you can get runouts, then it just really kind of creates havoc, and it's hard to settle into the half court.
So Great Bend right back in their half court offense. So the Panthers averaging 44 a game. Their high mark came on January the 28th when they scored 64 against Lawrence Free State. And there's Feist with a 3. She's got 5. And it is now 17-2. My goodness. And a steal. Ball taken away. Bueller's really getting the screws put to him here in this first quarter. Inside Spray, missed. Rebound underneath for Gracie Ord. Crusaders no field goals here in the first 6 minutes of this game. Here's Ord to Crayfels. Underneath to Baxter. Charlie works it along the far baseline. Out on the right wing now, down to a minute 58 to go in the quarter. Out front, Ord. Gracie shoots a 3 short. Rebound is long and pulled down by Great Bend. Feist along that far side out of bounds line, grabs onto it. Panthers back in the front court, up by 15. Now a steal in the lane. Gracie Ord fights through a double team to take the ball away. Inside to Baxter, missed with the left. Rebound taken by Charlie underneath.
That was a great pass across the way by Ord to Baxter. Just fortunately a shot crawled off the rim.
Well, again, just a situation with that pressure they feel is Baxter looking for Stallman to the baseline, off the mark, another turnover. That pressure they feel, even on those layup attempts, you're rushing everything because you feel that pressure.
Yeah, and Great Bend, hats off to them. I mean, they have been, right in our kitchen across any time. They're doing a great job just pressuring the ball.
I love it.
Yep.
Personally, if I were a coach, I'd love to play that way.
Yep.
Here's Spray, far side circle. Now, you've got to have athletic kids, obviously, to be able to do it. There's a traveling called in the lane on Mackenzie Premer. That is a 4th turnover. Not that I was ever athletic to. No chance.
You don't want to challenge any of these gals to a duel?
Yeah. I'd break my ankles trying to guard Mackenzie Spray. Here's inside shot missed by Siemens. Krafel's fighting for the rebound underneath, and the Crusaders are going to hold on to it on the arrow. 17 to 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Buhler without a field goal. And just the 2 free throws from Emmy Stallman. Here's Krafel's fouled, and finally a late whistle. Here's the interesting thing about that. It came from the official all the way up near the mid-court line that made that call. The official underneath, looking at the play, was not going to blow the whistle.
Yeah, sometimes the guy a long ways away just has that right angle.
So Natty at the line, free throw in and out, no good. That foul on Feist, her first, team's first. Krafel's looking for her first point of the night, shooting 82% of the year. She's been really good at the stripe. At one point was 8 of 8 in a game. Missed the first, but knocks down the second. Buehler's 3rd point, 17 to 3, lead down to 14. Panthers the other way, far side is Spray. Feeds it out high to Reimer, 35 seconds on the first quarter clock. Here's Spray for 3, missed back iron, rebound high in the air. And Great Bend comes down with it. Back out to Spray, same spot, same result. This time the rebound for Gracie Ord. It's a sneaky rebounder. She had 5 on Friday. Here's Krafel's inside shot, in and out, no good. Rebound Spray. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Peter's going to go a full quarter without a field goal here unless they can get a very quick steal. Now down to 4 seconds to go. And Premer will shoot the 3, missed at the buzzer, and that'll get us to the end of the first. All Great Bend after 8 minutes. 17 to 3 is your score here after 1. We're back in 1 minute from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away and be in Adams. Like Anchor In and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor In and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
Are you ready for the ultimate chocolate experience? Tickets are on sale now for Hutch Rex Chocolate Crawl. Tour downtown Hutchinson with over 16 businesses who will be offering delicious chocolate treats, plus wine tasting along the way. So mark your calendars for February 18th and do the chocolate crawl with us. Purchase your $20 tickets at hutchrec.com or come see us at 17 East 1st.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Crusader basketball brought to you in part by People's Bank and Trust, by Rise Up Reno, by Prairie Star Health Center, Hutchinson Community College, and by Fee Insurance. Coming up between games tonight, we'll name our Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. You can nominate a mom now at adastraradio.com for a chance to win a $25 gift card from Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson. Be amazing. Here's a 3 right side. In and out, no good by Paige Thexton. And the other way, they're going to call a double dribble on Nia Sewell. We'll see what adjustments, Christopher, they make here coming out of the timeout to start the second.
And looks like Bueller's going to stick with the man-to-man. Sewell's the one tasked with trying to slow down Spray.
Great Bend to 17-3. Bueller still without a field goal here in this half. 3 free throws. That has been it. 3 of 4 at the midcourt stripe. Trying to work it down low. Spray has it deflected by Sewell. Chases it down. They work it inside to Hall. Her post up on the left block is short. And a rebound for the Crusaders. Pulled down by Crafels.
Third board tonight for Natalia.
They work it in front court to Ord. Gracie drives. Cut off on the block. Out on the wing to Baxter. Left side. Charlie drives. Pass underneath Brooks with a left hand. Missed. Rebound, Great Bend.
That was a good shot. Look, Bueller had good ball movement that possession. Just wasn't able to knock down the shot.
There's been a lid on the bucket so far. Inside the other way. Count it for Emily Hall.
7 points now for the junior post.
19-3 lead is 16. Bueller against that press. Here comes Baxter. So Ord, the right corner three, and finally a field goal. Gracie Ord finds the net from the right wing and makes it 19-6.
First field goal of the game coming for Bueller at the 6:14 mark.
They bend the other way, and a shot banked in from the left side by Mercedes Spray. Against pressure, pass tipped, saved by Ord, but then she has it knocked away from behind and a steal. Panthers come up with it, leading 21-6.
Ninth turnover for Bueller there.
Up by 15. Great Bend in their half-court offense. Comfortable lead here in this first half. Spray's got it out front. Sewell fights through a screen to stay with her over here on the right side. Now she'll dribble it back left. Hall coming out to set the screen again. Spray rolls right, shoots with a right, missed. Rebound Crusaders. Here comes Ord up that floor. Gracie will shoot the three, left side.
Good save by Crafels there.
Shot missed, Nat saved it underneath, and then pass to Brooks out of her hands and out of bounds, and a 10th turnover. McKenna Siemens back in the Bueller lineup. Sewell will go out. Kara Feist back in for Great Bend. Bueller on the road at Augusta, place they won at in December, 48-41. On Friday, Great Bend will go to Garden City. Panthers up 21-6. Feist with it right side. Far side to Reimer. Down low. Shot up. Shot in and out. No good by Feist. Ball out of bounds to the Lady Crusaders. Well, I think I'd rather go to Augusta than Garden City. I mean,
yes. Yes. No doubt.
Just mileage-wise.
Yes. Well, and two, Bueller came away with the win at Augusta the last time.
Ball right through Sammy Brooks' hands on a pass. Very fortunate that Reimer touched it before it went out of bounds. Bueller's going to reset the length of the floor. Here is Charlie Baxter with it across the timeline, racing inside. Pass deflected. Siemens tried to save it, but could not in the corner. Again, just I think an instance where you feel that pressure and you force just a little too quickly.
Yep, and like you said, the press just has a tendency to speed you up. Even when you've gotten across half court, you got plenty of time. There's no shot clock in high school. It just gets you off kilter.
Up top, Spray for three. Finds the bottom of the net, and it's 24-6. Lead is 18 against that press. Here's Stallman, far side of the floor. Off to Ord. Ord drives inside, pulls up with a right, and rattles it in. Starting to, the results don't look it on the scoreboard right now, partner, but I'm starting to see a more confident Gracie Ord.
Yes.
Inside, Crafels with a block.
Nice job by Natty to get the block there. First of the night.
in her confidence to beat the press, in her confidence to drive with the ball, starting to grow. Cassie Elligood, a 5'7" junior, is checked into the Great Bend lineup now. Panthers are going to have it with 3:37 left after that Crafels block. Leading 24-8. Left side three on the way short by Feist. Rebound Ord. Found it in the mid lane. Here comes Gracie up that floor. Works it over far side to Baxter. Charlie's 15-footer missed. Rebound Feist. Pulled down by the Panthers. 3:18 to go here before halftime. Hitters yet to get to double digits. We have just 3 minutes left now in this half. Here is Spray on a drive and a dish and a score. She is so quick with that first step.
Yep, you're exactly right. And there's some people, most people slow down when they put the ball in their hand. It's real evident that she does not lose a step.
Now a steal and a layup good by Reimer. She's got 4, and it's a 20-point game. Well, it's all been set up by the Great Bend pressure. 28-8. Timeout on the floor. 2:44 left in the half. We're back in 1 minute. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, our in-game timeouts brought to you in part by Pile Law. If you or someone you know been injured at work, call to receive a quote today. 620-241-9000. 28-8 Great Bend. 7 points in the half for Emily Hall. 10 for Mercedes Spray. Here's Ord with it. She has Buhler's only field goal. Only 2 field goals in this half. Her pass, and that's off the mark and out of bounds, and another Crusader turnover, their 13th.
Well, if you're the Crusaders, you got to start with little goals. You know, number one, just trying to break the press and then get set up in the half-court offense, and really trying to find a way to limit their ability. And it looks like, well, we're still in the man.
Great Bend, a high pass to the top of the circle. Goes through the hands of Feist. Great Bend, then Spray runs it down, but it's going to be called for an over and back. You know, interesting, too. Look at all the 5 and 6A teams that Buhler plays on its schedule. And that can be a blessing and a curse. You like the tough schedule because it makes you tougher, but for a young team, it can also make for some tough lessons.
Yes.
Now Brooks has the ball knocked away and a whistle and a foul called.
They're going to hit Sammy Brooks with her first personal foul.
I mean, outside of their league teams, they play a very difficult schedule.
Yes. Only one school that we play that's smaller than us classification-wise.
Offensive foul now called on the Panthers, who they're half court. That's going to go against Spray, her first. Team's third. It'll be Great Bend's 6th turnover.
We'll see if the Crusaders can get some offense going, try to get to double figures here, try to get a stop, just try to chip away one possession at a time.
28-8, minute 54 to go in the half. Stallman has it blocked inside, taken away by Cassie Elligood. Great Bend the other way, far side circle. Work it to the right wing now to Premer. Guarded by Siemens. Far side Feist. Down low Elligood. Out of the wing to Premer. She'll drive and a kick Up top, Spray. Spray works off a screen. Left side, count the bucket, and a foul. Easily the best athlete on the floor most nights.
12 points already now for Mercedes Spray.
Kreifels returns. Here is Desa DeVinny, the 5'11 senior, for the first time in the game. Paige Thexton will check back in the Great Bend lineup. And Spray with a chance at the three-point play is 1 of 2 at the line, averaging 18 points a game. Knew that they were going to have to contend with her tonight, and she has been tough, 31-8.
And she's just a junior, so she'll be around next year as well.
And now another Crusader turnover, and we'll go back the other way. 1:16 to go here before halftime. Crusader basketball brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, by Rise Up Reno, Prairie Star Health Center, by Hutchinson Community College, and by Fee Insurance. Here's a left elbow jumper, missed by Mackenzie Premer.
Good board there by DeVinny.
Rebound by Desa, plays it ahead, Ord across the timeline. Great Bend has lightened up on the press some. Guess with that big lead, you can conserve some energy. Ord has it on the left side. Crossover dribble on the defender. In the corner to McKenna Siemens. Out high, DeVinny. Far side, Ord. Ord dribbling through traffic into the paint. Gets tied up, ball knocked loose, gets it back. Out of the wing to Siemens. Long pass to Natty inside. Kreifels between two defenders. The ball knocked out of bounds off Great Bend.
They're going to call a foul on one of the Panthers on Thexton.
That'll be her second. Fourth team foul in the half. We look at Great Bend in their 6 wins. Most of them have been pretty dominant. Here's Siemens, a long three on the right side, just a tad short. And out of bounds, it'll be Great Bend ball. What they did to Free State, 64-19 in the Emporia tournament. They dominated Larned early this year, dominated Sterling and Conway Springs. Junction City, all double-digit wins. Shot inside, missed by Spray at the buzzer, and that gets us to halftime. So Buhler, we talk often about double-digit points in a quarter. They are unable to get to double-digit points in the half, as they have just 2 first-half field goals and just 8 points here at halftime. And Great Bend up 31-8 through 2 quarters. Tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutch. Come by, let's be friends. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report begins next here on HKFM.
To the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Coming up, Aaron and Chris recap tonight's first half. And we'll catch up with other coaches and athletes in This Week in Crusader Sports. 95.9 HKFM.
The right price for protection is easier to find than you might think. Contact me, Andrew Parr, your Allstate agent in Hutchinson, for a free quote. Protection shouldn't be pricey. Call me today or stop by the office at 13th and Main in Midtown Hutchinson. Are you in good hands?
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for: relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the festivities for Super Bowl 57 have begun as the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles have arrived in Phoenix, Arizona, as players and coaches were greeted by one of the former stars of the teams, as running back Christian Okoye greeted the Chiefs and defensive back Eric Allen greeted the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, the Kansas City Chiefs are making their 3rd Super Bowl appearance in the last 4 years, and quarterback Patrick Mahomes has had a message for some of the younger players.
Just trying to give them a blueprint of how the week goes. Obviously, you
you can see it on the schedule, but I want them to see it from a player's perspective of how much stuff you have to do outside of football and how you can still manage that and get your stuff done the right way. And so the Super Bowl week special, it's a special week, but it's not about being down there for the week of the Super Bowl. It's about winning the game, and I want guys to keep that at the front of mind. And so enjoy it. Enjoy the whole entire week, but make sure you're prepared to go out there and play your best football as well.
The Chiefs and Eagles met as recently as last season as the Chiefs got a victory in Philadelphia 42-30. But defensive end Frank Clark says he sees a lot different team than a season ago.
It looks like Hurts. It looked like he's very, he's way more comfortable in the offensive scheme now. I believe this is his third year in the scheme. 2-6, as we know, he's having a great season. I believe he's sitting at 11 touchdowns, like 1276, 1250 something rushing yards. Quarterback he's playing like a running back as well. So 13 touchdowns. At the end of the day, when you're putting up those like Lamar Jackson numbers in 2019, if you're not aware, when you're putting up those type of numbers offensively, running the ball, rushing the ball, it's going to open up a lot of other things. So in turn, you're starting to see the passing game open up for Jalen Hurts. You got a lot of screens and stuff with 88, the tight end, and number 6, Devontae Smith. It's doing a host of things. Their offensive line is looking pretty strong as a unit. And like I said, man, this is Jalen Hurts' show at the end of the day. If you can, stop what he's doing, you can possibly slow them down.
And if you want to talk about just how even this matchup is, both the teams come in with a 16-3 overall record. Both teams have scored a total of 546 points this season. Both teams have 6 All-Pros, including brothers Jason and Travis Kelce and their quarterbacks, and they were both the number 1 seeds in the AFC and NFC. Should be a fantastic Super Bowl on Sunday, and if you're unable to watch it, you can catch all the action on the Mix 96.7 KMPK. That's a look at your halftime sports. Time to get you back out to your basketball games.
This is Dr. James Pyle at Prairie Star Health Center. We invite you to see the Prairie Star difference at Prairie Star Vision and Optical, where you will find a great selection of frame and lens options for all, and helpful and friendly service each and every time. We know you may have a hard time picking just one pair of glasses. Stop in and see our opticians today at the corner of 30th and K61, or give us a call to schedule your yearly eye exam at 620-802-0051. Because at Prairie Star, it's all about you.
Beds for Less is proud to offer you the best mattress deals in the area. Save on twin mattresses starting at $99. Queen mattresses just $199. Plus, add an adjustable base to select mattress sets for only $99. Beds for Less is your Beauty Rest Black and Serta Arctic headquarters. Free statewide delivery included with these luxury mattress lines. Take your mattress home today with 0 down with our no credit needed and promotional financing programs. Same day and statewide delivery available. For the best deals on the best brands, shop Beds for Less in Wichita, Hutchinson, Salina, Topeka, and Manhattan.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here at halftime, our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. 31-8. Crusaders trail the Panthers. Really, Christopher Great Bend started out with that press, gave Bueller fits. And then we talked a lot about Spray. She's a special kid in the pregame tonight. And really just her athleticism allows her to pretty much get whatever she wants.
Yeah, I mean, she's so quick with the ball in her hands. You said first step is fantastic. So one of those things when somebody's playing man-to-man on her, she can cross somebody over real quick and get to the rim, and just a really nice touch. There's some people that can get lots of layup tries but don't have good touch, but she just has really good touch there near the bucket.
Bueller definitely struggled against the pressure. We talked about that quite a bit, that it really just sped them up. And even when they would get into the half court, get offensive sets, it still felt like Great Bend's intensity forced them out of their normal comfortable pace to speed up and make mistakes.
Yeah, and it's, it'll be interesting to see. I imagine Great Bend will probably come out pressing to open the third quarter, because anytime you've got a big lead on somebody and it's been set up by good defense, you want to kind of set the tone in the second half. But, it's just going to be really important for Bueller to, just take care of the basketball, so you can actually work a possession, because you think about with our 15 turnovers we had at half, how many of those turnovers happened before Bueller even got across half court, and then how many turnovers happened like we got across half court, but then we had troubles.
31-8 here at halftime. Great Bend led it early. 17-2. Bueller with just the 3 points at the free throw line in the first quarter. Just 2 buckets from Gracie Ord in the second quarter. All of their points here in the game so far. Fewest points they've scored in a game this year. You have to go back to the opening game of the SIT when they scored just 20 against Central. And they would have to more than double up their score now to get there. 15 points from Mercedes Spray in the half for Great Bend. Jillian Reimer with 4. Kara Feist with 5. Emily Hall with 7. And Mackenzie Premer with 2. Great Bend went to 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Crusaders got 5 in the half from Gracie Ord, 2 from Emmy Stallman, and 1 from Natalia Crafels. Sterling College basketball coming up on the network tomorrow night as the Warrior men and women are on the road in Wichita to take on the Friends Falcons. 5:40 for the pregame from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth tomorrow evening as the Warriors wind down the regular season in the KCAC. That's coming up tomorrow here on HKFM. We'll come back second half from Prairie Hills, and Crusader basketball returns next on HKFM.
Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up after this. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdalls@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here ready to start the second half. Apologize, my equipment is discombobulated. I got to get myself straightened out, Christopher. Don't you keep better tabs on me than that?
I know. I bailed on you for a second just to go talk to one of my old middle school coaches who coached me in this gym, Mr. Brian Wilson. So yeah, it's fun. You know, for all these high school kids that got the opportunity to play here in middle school, it's kind of fun to be back on this old floor, playing in front of a little bit bigger crowds than Prairie Hills draws. You know, because with your son being here at Prairie Hills, they don't have this many people typically at a junior high game.
No, not usually. But imagine it'll be pretty packed again for the guys game tonight coming up. And at Augusta Friday, next Tuesday's home games, just a reminder, will not be here. They'll be played at the Sports Arena in Hutch, homecoming night against McPherson.
And probably the last time Buhler played varsity basketball games in the Sports Arena, probably got to go back to the old Reno County Classic days, Aaron.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So that'll be a unique environment. Hope everybody comes out to the Sports Arena on Tuesday night to support the young men and ladies of the Buhler Crusaders.
So I think the Classic's been gone for 15, 16 years now. Peter comes out with their same starting 5 here, and the ball to start the second half, down 31-8. Ord, Crafels, Baxter, Stallman, and Taylor. Here is Charlie off the dribble left side. Works it inside, the kick out. Nat Crafels will try the 3, missed. You don't see her take those that often. That's just her 6th try from the outside of the year. Great Bend with a rebound. The other way up top is Reimer. She'll drive. Ball knocked loose, and a great defensive play to force a turnover by Claudia Taylor.
Yeah, Claudia Taylor did a great job getting the block as she went up, so get the travel call, and Buhler turns Great Bend over on their first possession of the third quarter.
And Claudia in our player profile before the games tonight. Here is Taylor with it right side. Out front to Gracie Ord. Ord long pass to Crafels down low. Well, she's had a haul all over her the entire game. Baxter on the far side. Charlie looking for some room. 6:56 to go in the third. Out on the wing to Stallman off the Bounce up top to Gracie. Ord will drive. Kicks to Taylor. Great Bend with that tough defense. Claudia far side to Baxter. Charlie works it inside. Stallman. Jumper in and out, no good. Rebound, Great Bend.
Yeah, it was a great dish that time by Baxter. She drove baseline, got the defenders to collapse around her, hit Stallman, but Emmy's shot unfortunately just didn't fall.
Panthers the other way, leading 31-8. Looking for the first points of the second half here. Up top with it is Jillian Reimer. Far side pass. Now left side Premer. Premer inside. And Baxter ties up Spray. And Great Bend will keep it on the arrow.
Great job by Baxter. They're anticipating where the pass was going to be, and as soon as Spray caught it, just getting the tie up.
Spray will look to feed it in on the baseline, inside, high off the window, and score it for Premer. She's got 4. 33-8 is our score. Crusaders the other way. Taylor to Stallman. Pass knocked away. Loose on the floor, saved by the Crusaders. Back to Stallman inside, gets around the Hall this time and score it for Emmy.
Fantastic assist that time by Claudia Taylor, hitting Stallman down low.
33-10. Inside the other way, shot too strong, missed off the window by Thexton. Taken away by the Crusaders. Here comes Ord. Right side circle, Taylor. Claudia drifting baseline. Floats it into Stallman, out of the wing. Boy, nice step around for Ord, who's bumped on the shot. Missed, but she'll have 2 coming at the line. That's a little heads-up play there to sidestep the defender, and she'll get rewarded with 2 at the line.
Yeah, Gracie made the smart move that time, waited till the defender went airborne, then cut around her, got a good look, and then got fouled as the defender tried to get back into position.
First free throw for Ord, rattles in and out. 67% on the year. Ord 5 points in the first half. And misses a pair here. Rebound contested. Stallman gets tangled up with Hall. And a good job for Emmy as it'll be Buhler ball on the alternate possession arrow.
Yeah, Stallman doing a nice job fighting in there, trying to get the board.
So Gracie Ord to play it in. Long pass to Emmy, up top. Off to Ord, far side circle. Left corner Baxter, Charlie works it to Nat. Thought about the 3, instead passes off to Ord for a 3, in and out, no good.
Another board there by Emily Hall.
Rebound Great Bend, they'll try a 3 left side, that's short by Thexton. Rebound loose on the deck, taken by Hall. Off to Reimer in the lane and called for the travel.
The 9th turnover on Great Bend, 2nd this half.
Something I hope that these Lady Crusaders do in the offseason, just get a ton of shots up.
Yep, can't ever take too many shots in the old driveway.
Here's Stallman inside. Ooh, robbed us. That ball was in and it came back out. Got good position of the right block. Rebound, Great Bend. They've done a good job of crashing the boards in this game. Hall's been fantastic underneath. Up top, Premer. She'll drive, she'll shoot, and score.
Second basket for Premer this quarter. She's got 6 now for Great Bend.
35-10, lead is 25. 4:14 to go here in this third period. Buhler sitting on just 10 points in the game. Here's Gracie, take it away. Quick hands of Spray. And the layup on the other end, missed. Rebound, Claudia Taylor.
Good hustle back by Claudia Taylor to get her first rebound of the night.
Taylor, that's a tough pass. Over the head of Stallman and out of bounds. And we'll go back the other way.
Yeah, Taylor's had some success here in this third quarter, kind of working that inside-out game, trying to dish it inside to Stallman, but that time just a little too high.
35-10, 3:45 to go in the third. Panthers with it to our left is Thexton. At the elbow to Hall. She'll shoot the jumper short. Rebound long in the corner. Feist gets it into Spray, streaking to the bucket, and the layup is good.
One of the things that makes Spray such a special player is just her leaping ability. She has got some hops.
37-10. Crafels out front to Ord the other way. Just the one bucket here in the third. Charlie Baxter's three, and she'll find the net with her first bucket of the night, and a timeout for substitutions. Sewell, Brooks, Devaney all checking back in for the Crusaders. It's 37-13. As Charlie Baxter finds the outside with a three. Panthers the other way. Spray around Sewell with a spin move. Jumper missed. Rebound Naya. The other way quickly to Brooks. Out front Ord, Gracie. Right side Sewell. 2:45 to go here in the quarter. Here's Charlie, or make that to Sammy. Off to Devaney, now ball knocked loose, taken by Great Bend. Panthers the other way, down to 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Sewell pokes it away from Spray, she'll run it back down. Far side Feist. Now a steal in the corner. Sammy Brooks comes up with the ball. Ahead to Nia Sewell. Sewell dishes it off to Claudia. Boy, she should have stepped right into that shot. Instead passed it up to Ord, back to Taylor, right side circle. Looking inside, shot missed. Rebound, Great Bend. Well, Taylor hesitant. I like that catch and shoot three, but she didn't take it. Panthers the other way. Spray poked free in the lane. Sammy Brooks comes up with a loose ball.
Good quick hands that time by Nia Sewell to knock it away.
In the corner, CT will take the three this time and knock it down.
Second tray of the night, or first tray of the night for Claudia Taylor. Second tray of the quarter for Buhler.
And a timeout of the floor, 37-16. Well, how much better does it feel when a couple of shots go in? 97 seconds to go in the quarter. 37-16 back in a minute on HKFM.
This is Kathy from Midwest Iron inviting you to help the environment and put a little cash in your pocket by bringing us your recyclable metals to 700 South Main and Hatch. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
95.9 HKFM.
Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, by I Need a Cleaners, Holly Sweet Treats, by Impact Shares, and by Alpha Land Surveys. There's a whistle and a foul call. Baxter trying to steal the ball from Cassie Elligood. And they're going to pick up the foul on Charlie. Most of our winter programs beginning to wind down their season. Swimming will have a league coming up this weekend. Bowling has just 2 regular season dates left. How about our bowling teams? I think both now 7-0. There's the Spray tied up inside, ball knocked loose, out of bounds. Good hustle there by Brooks. Great Bend's going to keep it though on their end of the floor. Guys set a new school record in the win yesterday for Coach Skip.
That's what I was going to say. Coach Wilson knows what he's doing.
Left side three, and I believe is a rebound after the miss by Spray. The putback by Feist is good, and a foul. She'll have an and one coming up. So swimming hosting league on Saturday. I believe bowling also will host league coming up. This Mackenzie Premer returns, replacing Cassie Elligood. This is Katie Feist, or Kara Feist, excuse me, at the line, her first trip. First free throws attempted in the second half. It's off and no good, and a rebound for Dacid Devaney. 39-16. Lead is 23. Ball knocked free inside off Great Bend the other way. It'll stay with the Crusaders. So it's been a good winter. The Rustlers had some solid success inside. Deviney with a miss. Rebound tapped him out of bounds off Great Bend. And both Sandy and Cruz Hirschberger have been very good here this year. Along with a couple of our ladies. See what they can do in the postseason on the mats. Here's Naya. Off to Siemens. McKenna for three. 3 trays in the second half for the Crusaders.
Good to see McKenna get her first bucket of the evening right there.
39-19. Lead is down to 20. Great Bend's led by as many as 25. Panthers to our left. They'll try a 3, and that is off the mark. Missed.
Sewell with the rebound for Bueller.
Rebound, here comes Siemens. Another 3 try, missed. Rebound, ooh, Deviney had it and lost it. Alyssa McCauley, a 5'8" freshman, is now checked into the ball game for the Panthers. Great Bend ball right to left across the timeline. There's spray on a drive and a whistle and a foul call. That's going to be on Nia Sewell.
And with Sewell, how much she's had to defend Spray tonight, pretty impressive that she's only gotten 1 foul this evening, trying to stay in front of such a speedster and speed merchant that Spray is.
Panthers with it, 3 on the clock in the quarter, and a long 3 short up top by McCauley. That'll get us to the end of the third quarter. Bueller more than doubles up their score in the third. They hold the Panthers to just 8 points. They outscore them in that quarter 11-8. Much better. We'll come back in a minute. Fourth is coming up here on HKFM.
Scooter's Coffee, amazing? Maybe it's our espresso drinks, like our signature hot, iced, or blended Caramelicious, made from the best coffee beans in the world. Maybe it's our signature homemade cinnamon rolls and tasty breakfast sandwiches, served fresh every day. Maybe it's the refreshment of our fruit smoothies in the summer, the coziness of a hot mocha in the winter. Spoiler alert, all of the above. Start your day or top it off at Scooter's Coffee. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooter's Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, and Salina.
Hi, I'm Daryl Miller, and whether you are a small business just starting out or an established company looking to grow and expand, you need a partner who understands your current and future business goals. At First National Bank, we make all of our loan decisions locally, and our commercial bankers have the knowledge and resources to find the right loan for your business. First National Bank of Hutchinson, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
95.9 HKFM.
Great Bend ball up 20 to start the fourth quarter, 39-19, 7:50 to play here. And Hall inside over with a shot over Stalin, missed. Rebound Great Bend. They'll go right back to Hall in that right block. And they're going to call Hall for 3 in the lane.
So 12th turnover there for Great Bend.
And we're talking about the difference, Great Bend in their press. Some teams, they'll press you in backcourt and then sink into that half-court defense once you get it across the timeline. As Gracie Ward fell down with the ball, might have had some help. Nia Sewell comes diving on the floor and gets tied up with a Panther. Good hustle by Nia. Bueller will keep it on the arrow. Great Bend presses you on the bench even. I mean, it just, it's full court all the time.
And they are going back to the full bore press here.
Ward has got it along the far side. Gracie, good job. Spins it across that timeline. My eyes are old, buddy, but I do see her getting more confident.
Oh, no, she's a fantastic point guard and, a very fierce competitor.
Good take by Natty Crafels off the right block with a spin and her first field goal.
Good to see Natty get things going in offensively.
39-21. Lead is down to 18. Well, if you can make this a respective game in the fourth, don't you feel, you don't feel good about the loss at all the way you played in the first half. But to go from getting blown out to making this a little closer game, that's That's something.
Yep, showing some fight. Good to see the ladies still playing good D, sorry.
Panthers had it knocked away to baseline. They'll inbound Spray. Down low to Premer. The right elbow to Thexton, and a drive by Hall, and a whistle and a travel.
13th turnover there for Great Bend.
Talking about Premer, a little Bueller connection for her, as her dad was a Crusader. I think we talked about that during last year's game.
Yep. Her dad, Chad, actually was in the same class as Natty Crafels' dad, John Crafels. They both played at Bueller High and then went on to play at HCC together.
Inside, shot in and out, no good by Stallman. Rebound taken by the Panthers. Nice little, what a sidestep.
Wow.
And the kiss off the window for Spray. Is there anything she can't do?
You don't see a lot of high school kids with that move.
41-21. Here comes Ord the other way. Gracie in the Crafels, and Natalia fouled, and she'll have 2 coming at the line.
So Natalia 1 for 2 from the line tonight.
Foul is on, and Jillian Reimer, her second, team's second. Crafels 1 of 2 at the line of the game. She was 8 of 8 at the line of the El Dorado game. Knocks down the first here. (39-21). Mac headed to the fourth, leading Hayes at the Roundhouse. We'll see them next Tuesdays. Crafels hits 2 free throws. 41-23. Hall the other way over Stallman and score it.
Hall 1 away from double figures with 9. I think they're going to hit Jill Reimer with her third.
43-23. Reimer on the inbound attempt picks up a foul, her third. Taylor will drop it into Sewell. Nia races across that timeline, getting down that left lane line quickly, up off the window, too strong. Crafels rebound, put back, you bet!
The stick back for Crafels, 5th board of the night. Crafels now with 7 points in the game.
43-25, 5:36 to go. High off the window the other way, missed by Hall.
Now 6th rebound for Crafels.
And a rebound for the Crusaders the other way. Ord with a shot. Out front, missed. Rebound, Nia Sewell. Gracie's got it back in her hands. Far side, Taylor. 5:11 to go in the game. Claudia plays it out high to Gracie. Back to Taylor. Along the far side, guarded by Spray. Now Crafels with a drive in the lane. Off to Ord. Up top to Sewell. Sewell's going to drive. Pocket pass. Stallman, you got it. Nice pass by Nia.
Yeah, great.
43-27. Boy, Nia gift wrapped that for Emmy. Timeout on the floor. 4:40 to play. 32nd to timeout. 43-27. Back at 30 on HKFM.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Manufacturing facilities, warehouses, oil, fuel and water storage, grain elevators, product makers, rooftops, HVAC containment, refineries, garages, and more rely on the quality and integrity of WIFCO products. Go to WIFCOSP.com for more. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here at Prairie Hills, Great Bend lead down to 16-3. Hit up top by Mackenzie Premer. 46-27 with the lead. Briefly was down to 16 before that shot. Crusaders the other way. Here's Sewell, left side circle. Nia with a drive, tripped up and fouled.
Pretty easy call that time. Jillian Reimer was just trying to cut her off and kind of tripped her up there.
Reimer 4 fouls, 3 of them now in the fourth quarter. Charlie Baxter in, Nia Sewell out. Gracie Horton to play it in off the baseline. Right side to Natalia, looking for Baxter, and guess who picked off that pass? She's everywhere. Spray, play it ahead. Backdoor cut, layup good by Feist.
Feist now with 9 points tonight, and great assist that time by Spray.
48-27. I think it is 21. This is not a bad 6-18.
No. Like you said, they play a tough schedule.
You know, where they really get into trouble is if, I'm sure on a night where a team can take away Spray and they have to make other kids beat you.
Yeah, Spray's one of those kids who just fills up the stat sheet. You talked about her averaging 20 points a night.
Well, because you have to pay so much attention to her. Nice turnaround with a left. Sammy Brooks extends and lays it in. Because she draws so much attention, that just makes everybody else better. Panthers the other way. 3 minutes left. Here's a take. Shot short by Feist. Rebound Crafels.
7 boards now tonight for Crafels. 7 boards, 7 points.
There's Taylor far side. Floats it in the corner for Baxter. Her three. Yes! And a chance at the very rare 4-point play.
Second tray of the night for Charlie. Great looking shot in the corner. And she's a gal that plays with a lot of heart and passion, and good to see some emotion from that young lady.
You can count on one hand the time in multiple seasons that you'll see the 4-point play. But a chance for Baxter to convert. 46% on the year at the line. And short. I was rooting for it.
Yep.
4-point play has to be play of the game.
Yes. Don't see those very often at all.
48-32, lead is 16, 2.5 to go. Let's win this final 2.5 and get it down to 10. There's a blocking foul. Boy, Brooks not happy. Wouldn't want to be Sammy Brooks. She could almost play linebacker.
Yeah,
she's that strong.
She's got the attitude too.
Timeout as Sammy picked up that foul. 2:32 left. 48-32 back in 30 seconds on HKFM. Well, our coverage tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth brought to you by Allstate agent Andrew Parr, by Midwest Iron and Metal, Red Rock Auto Center, by the Medicine Shop, and by Edgar Family Dental. Well, we have a second here. We'll try and take a peek at our Bueller Dental Care scoreboard for you. See if I can get that pulled up. As Nickerson leads the Lions late in the game, 38-37. Fourth quarter, McPherson 39, Hayes 21. Middle River at halftime was leading Canton Galva 36-18. Lady Redskins have a real good shot at getting to state this year.
They're in a very talented Division I, 1A sub-state. Pretty Prairie is going to be one of the teams that Little River has to contend with there at their home sub-state.
Saw Coach Cordell had a birthday not too long ago.
He's done so much, and even ties to this Bueller team, as Sammy Brooks' mom played for Coach Cordell back in Little River back in the day.
48-32, and Taylor is going to foul up top as McCauley had the ball. On the guys' side, we've been so blessed with just the richness of coaching here in Kansas. I don't know if a lot of people outside the state realize that, but we've had some fantastic coaches. A couple of them retiring this year. Coach Knoll at Hillsboro and Coach Unrau at Mount Ridge. Both hanging up the whistle after this year.
Yeah, it's going to be hard going to a Mount Ridge or Hillsboro game and not seeing those gentlemen on the sideline.
48-32 here. Baxter trying for a steal, and she'll pick up a foul.
And both of them, both unique characters. You know, Coach Unrau has lots of one-liners. Coach Knoll is, I think he's a very serious guy, very studious guy. If you ever see Coach Knoll angry in a game, it's a big deal because he is such a calm, even-keeled guy.
Second foul on Baxter. 2:06 to play here, 48-32. Up to Spray near the top of the circle. Backdoor McCauley missed the layup. Rebound Crafels.
It's now an 8th board for Natalia.
48-32. Here's Ford along the right side circle. Bounce pass to Crafels. Shot to the window. Missed. Rebound to Spray. Boy, Sammy Brooks came flying for that rebound, and oh, Gracie Ord.
Oh, snap.
Tumbled out of bounds. And let's hope that's just a cramp. I think she's, can't tell. Trying to see her facial expression.
I'm thinking it's a cramp.
Yeah. I'm
hoping it's a cramp.
Yeah, she's smiling.
Yeah, if it was a knee, she would not be smiling.
But you see Sammy Brooks going after that
Yes.
rebound, and if it had been anybody else but Spray, she would have gotten it.
Yes.
But Spray is so
Yes.
fast.
Spray has got some wheels on her.
Yeah, she got a big old smile on her face, and Doc Lackey's working out that cramp.
Good to see her up and back at it.
Good hustle by Gracie tonight.
Well, you can't fault the Lady Crusaders for not battling. They are still out there trying, working, trying to do something this evening.
Press just overwhelmed them early. There's Baxter out high. Off the bounce to Taylor. 1:14 to go. Claudia drives off the window, missed, but a foul.
So we'll send Taylor to the line for the first time this evening. Still waiting for him to put up who the foul was on.
Claudia at the free throw line, off and no good.
Both teams with 16 fouls, so.
This is Claudia's 4th free throw try of the year.
A lot of that, Claudia kind of a perimeter first shooter.
Gets the second. 50-33. 17-point game, 1:05 to go. Fexton's got it up near the timeline to Spray. Mercedes Spray, M-E-R-S-A-D-I-E. I want to remember her name for next year.
Yep.
Boy, good hustle by Charlie. Knocked it away into backcourt. Spray, though, will recollect it. Near side wing, Premer. Out high to Spray. And Baxter figures with 34 seconds left, she's going to get her money's worth. And commits the foul to put Spray at the line.
Yeah, these aren't like the fouls at the end of the KU Texas game last night where it was kind of tit for tat. These are just hustle fouls trying to make something happen.
I was watching the end of that C-Team girls game as Spray hits the first. Unfortunately, Peter couldn't get the ball back late as they were down 1. I think late into the 4th quarter, they only had 3 fouls, and so you can't get your opponent to the line and get the ball back.
Yep, had too many fouls to give.
52-33, 24 seconds to go. Here's Crafels inside. She is fouled and will go to the line. That will be on Kara Feist. Natalia 3 of 4. So sometimes you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't when it comes to the foul scenario. Second on Feist. Out at the line with 22 seconds. Swishes in the first.
She's now hit 4 in a row. Don't want to jinx her here.
Yeah, you can't talk about that stuff. Yeah, she got a both. It's a good thing she couldn't hear you.
Yep.
52-35. Lead is 17 seconds to go, and a whistle. That's going to be on Krafels. It's going to put Kara Feist at the line where she's 0 for 1. Yeah, how many, Desi? So you watched the game last night. I know your stomach probably churned the whole time. Free throw missed. Rebound, Sammy Brooks. Baxter ahead for 3 with 11 on the clock missed. Long rebound, Krafels. Natty inside stepped out of bounds. There was a moment when Grady Dick hit that 3 and the field house just erupted. I can imagine how loud it was in there. That'll do it. 52-33. 5 is the final. Hey, let's give this team some credit. Only have 8 points at halftime and come away with 35.
Yeah, the ladies never stopped competing this evening.
They can learn something from that. Hopefully go get one on Friday at Augusta. You know, the Orioles are going to be a little angry. Lost one on their home floor earlier in the year. But good chance to pick up that 6th win on Friday. 52-35 is the final. Great Bend will improve their mark to 7-8. And they will be on the road at Garden City on Friday. Crusaders fall to 5-10. And that snaps their 2-game winning streak. And they'll play on Friday at Augusta. 52-35 is the final in our Crusader Locker Room show, including tonight's play and player of the game coming up on HKFM.
The Crusader Locker Room show. Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com. 95.9 HKFM.
At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century, helping them prepare for the unexpected and supporting the teams, schools, and communities we all care about. Fee Insurance, forward together.
Pyle Law is a Kansas personal injury law firm. We handle cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. I'm Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of personal experience in all matters relating to Kansas personal injury law. Tom will take the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact Pyle Law at 620-241-9000.
1947. It was the year the Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here on the Crusader Locker Room show, Crusader basketball tonight, brought to you in part by H&R Block, by Ray & Sons Roofing, the Sheila Metzger Agency, by Advanced Physical Therapy, and by Hutch Rec. Lady Panthers win it 52-35. They led 17-3 after one. Buhler had just 8 points in the first half and a 39. Make it 31-8 advantage at halftime. But Buhler, good adjustments at halftime. They came out and a great hustle, great effort in the second half. And they outscored Great Bend 27-21 in quarters 3 and 4. And at one point got the lead down to 16 after it had been 25 in the fourth quarter. And good hustle, just tough early play. Great Bend in that full court pressure really got the Crusaders off balance early. And boy, Mercedes Spray scored early and often in this one. Has just above her season average of 19 with 21 points, including 3 of 4 at the line. Jillian Reimer had 4, Kara Feist with 9. Feist also had 7 rebounds in the game. Emily Hall, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Mackenzie Premer with 9 points. Great Bend ends up 5 of 7 at the free throw line. Crusaders, 7 of 12 shooting from the stripe. And they got 9 points and 9 rebounds tonight from Natalia Krafels. Sammy Brooks had 2, Claudia Taylor with 4, McKenna Siemens with 3, Charlie Baxter with 6, Emmy Stallman with 6, and Gracie Ord with 5. Ord also had 5 boards in the game. Buhler now 5-10 on the year. And I thought in this stretch, going back to Rose Hill, that they could win. Good chance to win 6 of the final 8. I think they'll have a very good chance to win at Augusta on Friday. And I think there's a good chance of this team finishing 3-0 in their final 3, all at home against Winfield, Mulvane, and Circle. That McPherson game in the middle of that is going to be tough. But I think 5 games left. They have an awfully good chance of going 4-1. Still got to play them, and they're going to be tough. But I see these ladies getting better. Commented during the game, I see Gracie Ord's confidence growing. And we've made much about Natalia Krafels' confidence growing. Baxter's shot is starting to come around. Let's go get some of these late season league games and see if we can't get a pretty solid finish to the end of the year. 35-17 the final. And we'll come back with our play and player of the game. Get comments from Coach right after this on HKFM.
The Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance together for your
difference. Great men in their press. Some teams, you know, they'll right down that left lane line quickly up off the window. Too strong. Krafels rebound. Put back. You bet. 25. 5:36 to go. High off the window the other way. Missed by Hall. 36 to go. High off the window.
And Pinnacle
to go. High off the window the other way.
Together for exceptional health care.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a
now with 7 points in the stick back for Krafels. 5th
lane line quickly up off the window. Back you
back for Krafels. 5th board of the night.
Schools to help promote activities like sports and
getting down that left lane. Drop it into Sewell. Now races
too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. Now's the time to place your order for Valentine's Donuts. Our heart-shaped donuts are a delicious treat for your Valentine. We have a large variety of Valentine's donuts that are fun, fresh, and delicious. Plus, this month, we're donating to the American Heart Association's Mended Little Hearts for children born with congenital heart defects. So come do some good and have something delicious for your Valentine at your Hutchinson Daylight Donuts. Online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here on our locker room show, let's get to tonight's play and player of the game. Nat Krafels, a point and a rebound shy of her 3rd straight double-double, 9 points and 9 boards in the game. But she had a nice rebound and a putback. Here our Dix Phillips 66 play of the game in the second half. into Sewell. Nile races across that timeline, getting down that left lane line quickly up off the window. Too strong. Crafels rebound, put back, you bet.
A stick back for Crafels, 5th board of the night.
And that made it to 43-56 with 5:36 to go in the game. Our Dix Phillips 66, Phillip of the game. 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Phillip on Top Tier Gasoline, Snacks, and more, where every journey begins with a stop at Dix. Phillips 66. Tonight's WIFCO Steel Products player of the game. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, WIFCO Steel Products is the expert in steel fabrication. Online at WIFCOSP.com. And a great hustle tonight by Gracie Ord. And she finished with 5 points and 4 rebounds in the game. And a great hustle, confidence growing. That little cramp there late gave us kind of a scare, but got up and was okay. And Gracie Ord is tonight's WIFCO Steel Products player of the game. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Morton Salt, by Scooters Coffee, Ad Astra Virtual Academy, by Fee Insurance, and by Summit Surgical. Still waiting for Coach. While we're doing that, we want to announce tonight's Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. You can nominate a mom for the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game online at adastraradio.com. We'll select a different winning mom to be the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game and receive a $25 Scooters Coffee gift card. During every home game broadcast this season online at scooterscoffee.com. And Hutchinson and McPherson, be amazing. And Tara Willard is tonight's Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. So congratulations to Tara Willard. And we'll name another Mom of the Game coming up next Tuesday in our home games with McPherson. Guys game coming up here. Crusaders coming off a very much needed win against Great Bend, or against El Dorado on Friday night. El Dorado had that early 1-point lead, and Buhler was able to really put it on in the second half. Great finish by Jeff Neal, who was our player of the game. And we'll get Coach Mitch in here as she makes her way up. And it's kind of like an obstacle course up here, Coach, so we don't want to get the coach injured trying to get to the broadcast position here. We can't have any of that.
I know. It was quite the adventure. It's like a little maze. Which way do I go?
I hate having these conversations with you that start, well, this first half, but we played much better in the second half. I know at some point we got to put 4 quarters together against teams like this.
That was my whole speech after the game, is that we cannot dig ourselves a hole and then try to come back in the second half every game. Against good teams that are well coached, that are fundamentally sound, you cannot start off like that. And I don't know why that's our routine, but we got to do something maybe different in practice, different in warm-up to change your routine a little bit, and hopefully we can start off when the ball is actually tipped instead of second half when it's passed in.
Their pressure, a lot of teams will pressure you in backcourt and then kind of sag into their half-court defense. They pressure all the time, and it really, you could see in the first half, it speeds you up and forces everything to hurry, and it's kind of things came unhinged there early because of that.
Yeah, they have a lot of guards that are very quick off their first step, so that helps them out when they're pressuring full court. Our girls, they're more than capable of breaking a press, but when people start rushing us, we still want to rush with them, but we have to control the pace and the tempo instead of making us go faster.
All right, I like to be a glass half full guy, so we'll get to the positive stuff. I see out there, we talked a little bit about Gracie tonight, gave us a little scare there, but when I saw her smiling, I'm like, she's okay.
Well, she yelled at me. Did you hear? It's a cramp, Coach. I'm good. She was trying to tell me not to come out, but I was already out. So
I see her getting more confident, and that makes me excited for her.
Yeah, she's more than capable. It's just having the faith and knowing that, like, trusting herself to have the ball in her hand. She can more than capable to make some really good plays for us. I think eventually it'll come around, and it'll help the team great for us. It's just putting all those pieces together.
Hey, real quickly, I wanted to mention, of course, Pink Night coming up, and your ladies had a chance to shoot free throws on Saturday.
Yeah, it's our annual free throw-a-thon. Not too late to donate money. We're going to go ahead and split the donations. Some of it's going to go to the Reno County Cancer Council in honor of Bethany Crafels, which is Natty's mom that passed away through cancer here just recently. And then the other half is going to go to Mrs. Gertzen, did I say it correctly?
Yes,
from Bueller
yes,
Grade.
yes.
She just began her battle with cancer, so we're going to go ahead and donate some of the money towards her to help her out. And it's a little close to home for us this year, so we're trying to raise as much money as possible to help our families out.
All right, Coach. Well, fantastic stuff. Hey, last time we were in Augusta, we won, so let's go do that again.
Yes, I like that. Hopefully we start at a tip-off and maybe we can get a W.
All right, appreciate you. See you Friday.
Yep, thank you.
Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter here with us as we get set for the guys tip-off in about 6 minutes. Come back and get you set after this on HKFM.
Motors drive to the game. Aaron and Chris preview tonight's matchup and get you set up with 3 keys to victory. 95.9 HKFM. The Bueller Crusaders play here.
Hi, I'm Melanie Block. First National Bank is here to help your business by offering a variety of services to manage and improve your cash flow. Our business banking team is a trusted partner in the community, here to provide solutions to the challenges your business faces so you can achieve all your business goals. From small to large businesses, we have the knowledge and power to help you succeed. First National Bank of Hutchinson, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey guys, I'm Elijah.
And I'm Malia.
And we're from Riza Brino. Did you know that drugs and alcohol are a huge risk in our community, especially to our youth? Together we can be the drivers of change. Partner with Riza Brino Prevention Network to help us in our mission to build caring relationships, give knowledge, and develop healthy environments.
Reach out and connect with Riza Brino and find valuable resources at rizabrino.org. Riza Brino Prevention Network, promoting healthy youth behaviors, strengthening families, and developing youth leadership. Riza Brino.
Advanced Physical Therapy of Hutchinson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties such as women's health, dry needling, hand therapy, and orthopedics. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. We pride ourselves in one-on-one goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get back to doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
Neufeld Flooring, proud supporter of Bueller High School activities. We are your experts for all your floor covering needs. Please make an appointment to visit us at 110 West 2nd, downtown Bueller, or give us a call at 620-543-2274. Go Crusaders!
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here, so we get set for our guys tip here in about 4 minutes from Prairie Hills. Bueller comes in at 4-10, coming off at 64-56 win. A great second half at El Dorado. Jeff Neal really solid in that second half with a career best 17. They'll get the 8-6 Great Bend Panthers. Panthers come off a win at home against Liberal on Friday, 72-42. Averaged 59 points a game, give up 54. And they are 8-6. Not a bad team. Won 7 games a year ago, but just one winning season in their last 11. And just the makeup of these two teams would suggest that it's going to be a tight game. Aaron West here, and Matt Atherton slides in. Buddy, welcome to the friendly confines. It'll be warm in here tonight. So,
yeah, super comfortable up here on the back row with you, my friend.
Yeah, and these seats aren't hard at all, so very comfortable.
I've got plenty of padding.
No comment. Well, last time we were on this floor, didn't go so well against Rose Hill. Bueller made some nice adjustments, particularly defensively on Friday. I think that's what they have to continue to do, is find ways to keep teams out of the paint, keep them off the glass, limit them to one possession, and obviously Ricker came out and had a much better night on Friday, so that helps a lot too.
Well, you know, I think it would be really easy. And of course, this team is not looking to make excuses, but I think it's a reason, if not an excuse. It's your first time playing at home in front of your fans, even though it's not Jim Baker. Right? I think it's probably the guys were a little amped up. I think you could see that from their offensive production in that first quarter. They just seemed a little out of sorts, and hopefully they can kind of get settled in. And you know, buddy, winning fixes stuff, right? Do you feel better after a win? It may changes the whole outlook. So they come in after beating El Dorado, and you feel better. You feel like, okay, you're on your home court. You've got a chance, and I'm excited to watch them play. I'm excited to see if they can't string together a couple of really good performances here in a row.
You may have holes in the ship, but winning makes you forget about all of that.
Absolutely. You may still have to bail water, but that water doesn't seem so heavy, does it?
Yeah, so it'd be good to get a good win here against a solid Great Bend team that plays up on a 5 and 6A schedule. And so, you know, they're going to come in really tested. Going to have to get off to a good start. You do not want to dig yourself a hole.
Yeah, you know, the nice thing, again, playing in front of your own fans, your own student section there, is that if you can provide any kind of energy, you know, the students will match it, and it just makes everything in the gym feel so much better. So if you can not, you know, like you said, not get in a big hole early on, you certainly like their ability to battle with a team that's just not an offensive juggernaut here.
Well, starting lineups and the tip coming up here from Prairie Hills, the Buter Crusaders and the Great Bend Panthers. We'll get you set for our broadcast tonight. That comes up when we come back here on HKFM.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson, and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Have an appliance that doesn't work or a yard full of scrap metal and don't know what to do with it? Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron, and you can save the environment and put a little money in your pocket by bringing it to us at 700 South Main. Call us at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
What do you look for in an insurance company? Hello, this is Brad Patton from Wade Patton Insurance. If you're looking for sound advice, dependable service, and the careful evaluation of your family's insurance needs, you should give us a call. At Wade Patton Insurance, we specialize in personal service. Your agent that evaluates and sells you your policy is the same agent that will be there answering questions and providing sage advice when you need it. So if you're looking for personal service from an accessible agent, check us out online or give us a call at 620-662-5469.
95.9 HKFM.
Let's meet tonight's Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups here from Prairie Hills. And the Great Bend Panthers at 8 and 6 out of the WAC, 3 and 1 in their league under second-year head coach Kyle Cray, averaging 59 points a game. A 6'3" senior, Tyler Stulzatz, averages 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. A 6'2" junior, number 10, Maddox Spray, averaging 9 points, 4 rebounds a game. A 5'10" senior, number 11, Braylon Council, averaging 6 points a contest. A 6'4" freshman, he's going to be special, number 14, Ian Premer, averaging 14.7 rebounds. And a 5'11" junior, number 24, Carter Coombs, averaging 5 points and 4 assists. Stulzatz, Spray, Council, Premer, and Coombs for Great Bend. For the Buter Crusaders, 4 and 10 under first-year head coach David Bryant, averaging 49 points a game. At one forward, a 6'4" senior, number 2, Dietrich Willard Trask, had 12 points, 9 boards on Friday at El Dorado, averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds a game. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 3, Ethan Stanbaugh, averaging 4 points a game. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 11, Grant Ricker. He had 19 points Friday night, now at 15.5 a game. At guard, a 6' junior, number 21, Jeff Neal. 16 points, a career high, 6 rebounds Friday night, 6 points a contest. And at forward, a 6' senior, number 22, Matthew Eddy, averaging 5 points and 6 rebounds. Willard, Trask, Stanbaugh, Ricker, Neal, and Eddy for the Crusaders will be in their home whites tonight. Black and maroon trim, maroon letters, road reds, road blacks, excuse me, with the red trim and red numerals for the Great Bend Panthers. There's the whistle set for the tip and controlled by Great Bend, and we are underway with Crusader basketball left to right here on KWHK Hutchinson. Inside the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, Aaron West with Matt Atherton. Great Bend has it. Out of the wing is Combs. He'll play it inside off the bounce stool. Shots off the window, missed. Rebound contested, and an early foul on the Panthers.
Yeah, it's a great job by Stanbaugh crashing that defensive glass and drawing the foul. It's a really good, solid defensive possession. The guys switched well on the far side of the court.
On Maddox spray, Bueller the other way. Jeff Neal feeds it left side. Now in the lane to Stanbaugh. Here's a Ricker who draws a double team in the corner. Back up top to Ethan. Great Bend in a zone here, and Grant shoots right over it and drops it in.
Well,
the tray is good.
That's how you bust a team out of the zone, isn't it?
Absolutely. Knock it down from the outside. 3-0 Crusaders. 7:08 to play here in our first quarter. Early 3 from Grant. And the Panthers the other way. They're working along that baseline in the lane. Shot contested. Nice defense by Jeff Neal. Takes it away. Ahead to Diedrich. Up top to Jeffrey. He'll shoot the 3. And in and out, no good. High rebound for Braylon Council of Great Bend.
It's a good shot for Jeffrey. I would like him to shoot that a little more confidently.
Left elbow jumper missed by Spray. Rebound Ricker. I think a little hesitation there. Maybe just step right into it.
That's it.
Here's Grant inside, slides it in the corner for Jeff. This time a little more confident on the shot. In and out, no good. Nice feed, though, from the baseline to the corner. Panthers the other way, left alone up top. Council for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound tapped about, taken by Great Bend, and there's the freshman, Premer. His dad, of course, we talked about in the girls' game, a Bueller grad who went on to play at HCC. The other way, Ricker contested. Ball knocked away, he gets it back in a 3-2 game, 1-point Bueller lead. Here's Eddy inside to Stanbaugh, the hesitation, shot up, missed. Eddy, the putback, no, but a foul, and Matthew, tough as nails, is going to the line. Had a chance to shoot 2.
Boy, tough and nails and undersized, right? In there amongst the trees, but Matthew's such an explosive leaper, able to win that battle. What a great job.
And 2 early fouls on the Spray. As the free throw by Eddy, a 54% foul shooter, is short. Bueller is a team at 61% on the year. Matthew with a second, left them both short. Bueller really did well in the second half. It's 28 free throw tries on the Friday night.
That's going to be on Ethan.
Stanbaugh gets tangled up inside with Carter Combs. And that'll be a foul on Stanbaugh. It'll be his first. 5:44 to play in the first. And Great Bend to play it in off their right baseline. Looking in the far corner to Spray. Spray will put it on the deck, drives, kicks. Good defense by Stanbaugh, sealing off that right corner. Council out on the wing. Crowd making some early noise here. 3 in the corner, and that drops in for Combs. And he gives Great Bend a 2-point lead, 5-3. It's a 5-0 Panther run here, 5:17 to go in the first. Here's Grant Ricker. He'll shoot the long three right side. No. Rebound contested, taken by the Panthers. And up the floor quickly is Premer. Ball slips out of his hands. Great Bend saves out of the wing, and a three missed. Rebound Jeff Neal, tough board inside for the junior. Jeffrey the other way through traffic off the window. Shot short. Rebound Great Bend, and then Matt Eddy with a one-hand slam of Stolzatz to the floor. I mean, you're not coming back from that.
No, no way.
They're going to call the foul on Matthew.
Of all of the people that I want to get into a wrestling match with, Matthew Eddy is at the bottom of the list.
All right, Great Bend with a 2-point lead and the ball back. 2 fouls on Bueller, 2 now on Great Bend here early in a 5-3 Panther lead. Only bucket of 3 from Ricker. Right side Council. He'll kick it left elbow, jumper, wave it off, and an offensive foul. And I think Diedrich
he did.
Took a charge down low. That is number 13 on the season.
Yeah, and they're going to get Council on that, who made the interior pass, drove to the basket and dished, but was a little out of control, and Dietrich just waiting for him.
LaShawn Swanson-Roberts, the sophomore guard, into the Bueller lineup. He'll replace Ethan Stambon. LaShawn got a first career start at El Dorado last week. Here he is on that left side circle. Works it to the baseline. Now pass contested in the corner off the hands of Combs, out of bounds.
I sure thought LaShawn was a real bright spot last Tuesday night here.
The young guard starting to figure some things out. He's got it out high with 4:16 to go in the quarter. 5-3 Bueller down by 2. Jeff out front, far side circle to Grant. Great Bend started in that zone, now in man-to-man as Grant works it over to the right side. Out high to Jeffrey. Jeffrey underneath. Eddy finds himself with a lane to the bucket. Reverse layup missed. Rebound Great Bend.
Boy, did such a good job to get the Panther defenders up in the air, just not able to finish.
Premer the other way got tied up, able to fight through the contact, put the shot up, missed. Big rebound by Willard Trash. And Diedrich up the floor the other way. Ricker off that right side circle, inside. Shot won't fall, but a whistle and a foul call. That's going to put Grant at the line for 2.
It's going to be on.
It'll be on Stolzatz, his second.
So that's two starters with 2 fouls apiece. I think it's a good sign, Aaron. I noticed this pregame. Grant's got a nice new pair of Lucas on. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I like it. That's a good omen right here. You know, Luka, the NBA. Yeah, just making sure.
I'm picking it up. I'm with you. Well, you know, as second is off, 1 of 2, 4 points in the game in a 1-point game. You know you've made it when they name a shoe after you.
I'm telling you. I got to go get me a pair of Aaron's.
Yeah. Those won't get you much mileage. There's Great Bend back in their half court, up 1.
What great defense.
Premer strong as an ox. You believe with that frame on Premer, as they call a foul, like he's just a freshman?
I can't believe that, and I also can't believe the foul call on Matthew Eddy. Matthew Eddy had held his ground, didn't jump. That was excellent interior defense, and the officiating crew bailed him out.
That's the second on Matt, and Premer at the line. First is good. Jackson Marks had some big minutes at El Dorado, and 4 points. He'll check into the ball game. And Eddy with those 2 fouls will go out. Second for Premer at the line. He hit them both. He's got 4 points. And it's 7-4. Great Bend by 3. 3:12 to go in this quarter. Swanson off on the 3. Rebound goes off the hands. Well, that went off Jacob Hall. But they're going to say it's Great Bend ball. I sure thought that last touch by Hall. Where's their replay when you need it?
I think they thought it was out on Jackson, but I disagree.
Panthers by 3 with the ball back in their half court to our right. Right side circle, Spray. Far side long 3 is right through there by Combs, his second tray. Wow. Great Bend averages about 4 of 19 a game from beyond the arc, but a big splash there makes it a 6-point game. 2:36 to play here in the quarter. Bueller still with just the 1 field goal, stuck on 4 points. Swanson Roberts on the right side circle, left side standby. Ethan driving, dishing off the window. The kiss for two.
Boy, that's a nice move. Nice little ISO over on that left side of the floor, and Ethan goes straight to the cup.
Second bucket for the Crusaders, 10-6. 2:10 to go here in the first. Panthers the other way. Spray, right side to Combs. Combs dribbles into the right corner. Now off in the lane to Council. Shot up, missed. Rebound, Willard Trask, his second board. Ahead to Grant. Right into the lane, off the window, missed. Big rebound, Stambaugh. Out to Marks, now to Willard Trask. Back to Ethan, left side circle. Long pass to Ricker in the right corner. He'll take the three. He'll make the three.
Boy, it's a great skip pass from Ethan. Corner to corner, he saw Grant wide open, just faster than Great Bend could recover.
That makes it a 1-point game. Premer the other way, kicks in the corner and a three. They answer right back. Doggone it, Council set up in the left corner. 3 trays in the corner for Great Bend. 13-9, a 4-point game again. 1:12 to go here in the first. Here's Willard to Trask, ahead to Stambaugh. In the corner to Ricker, same spot. This one's short. Rebound, Diedrich on the floor with it. He couldn't grab onto it, out of bounds. It'll be Great Bend ball as Eddie and Neal return for the Crusaders. Well, just like tonight's teams, Heine the Cleaners can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. Heine the Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton. It's where to take your clothes. Crusader basketball brought to you by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Wade Patton Insurance, Dix Phillips 66 by Bueller Dental Care, and Schmidt Electric. Premer in the lane, pull up, missed. Rebound, Eddie ahead to Ricker. Grant inside. Oh, they're going to call the offensive foul.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right call. Grant used his off arm to clear out space.
Hey, you got to go, son.
Yeah.
Out of the way. So that'll be a first on Grant, 4th on the team. And Great Bend now with 41 seconds to go in the first will have the ball back. Up by 4. Isaiah Reed, a senior's checked into their lineup.
Here's travel.
Here's Premer. Lays it off on the far side to Hall. Down low, Premer. Against Eddie, gets around him, forces up the shot, missed. Rebound loose on the deck and off of Great Bend.
That is a fantastic job defensively of Matthew Eddy on Premer. Premer had deep position. Matthew just not given an inch.
He's only going to get bigger and stronger, that freshman.
No kidding.
Here's Jeff Neal high out on the left side. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Bueller can hold for the final shot and get the ball to start the second. Swanson Roberts. Well, somebody's got to shoot. Grant will get it off for 3.
Oh, he hit it.
Trey at the buzzer to make it a 1-point game. What a shot. Grant's got 10 in the quarter. And a 1-point game, 13-12 after 1. We're back in a minute on HKFM.
Community Bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Bueller, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
You don't have to be a tech expert to enjoy the latest devices. Get a Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus or iPhone 14 Pro Max half off at Next Tech Wireless. Not only are you getting a great deal on those devices, you're also getting them with a great customer service guarantee. We'll help you get your information transferred from your old phone and help you learn the ins and outs of your new phone. Next Tech Wireless.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, I'm telling you, if you don't guard Grant Ricker all the way to the midcourt line, I mean, he bailed out what was a tough possession with a great shot
for sure
at the buzzer.
And has a 10-point first quarter to show for it. You ought to get yourself a pair of Lucas.
13-12. Get over the ball. And we're going to call an offensive foul away from the ball inside think on this, and on this.
I think it was on Swanson Roberts.
Was Sean? No, they call it on Jackson Marks. Yeah, your team got a new guard this week. Did I see that?
No kidding.
How's that going to go?
I couldn't tell you. It's going to be entertaining.
He's been a little up and down this year.
Yes.
Here's a drive and a step. What a take. Nice job by Carter Combs. He's got 8, only averages 6 a game here in the first half. Jeff Neal draws contact and a foul on the baseline the other way.
Combs has sure looked comfortable with the ball in his hands, hasn't he?
Absolutely. They call that foul on Jacob Hall. It'll be his first. Team's 4th. Diedrich Willard-Trask and Ryland Parker into the Buehler lineup now. Marks and Swanson Roberts go out. And a steal on the inbound. Taken away by Great Bend. Panthers lead by 3. And they left the back door open. Hall layup good.
I think that's really the first possession I can think of where the guys just lost somebody on an interior pass and gave up an easy bucket.
17-12, 5-point game. Great Bend is led by as many as 6 in this half. Here's Willard-Trask painted in a double team of the baseline. Out on the wing to Jeff Neal. 6:52 to go. Far side, Ryland Parker. Ryland drives, pulls up right baseline, and swishes it home. The sophomore with a touch.
Well, that was a thing of beauty. That 10-foot pull-up on the baseline, and it looked like he's been doing that his whole life.
Panthers the other way. Spray out front. Far side to Combs. Give a man. 6:20 to go in the half, and an offensive foul. Called to Jacob Hall, his second.
Pretty interesting here, Aaron, is the next team foul on Great Bend, I think, should put Buehler into the bonus, so maybe an opportunity to capitalize at the line.
Jalen Crable will check into the Buehler lineup now. The freshman, he's out there with Parker, Willard-Trask.
He sure had a good Tuesday night a week ago.
Yeah, he did. Eddie and Neal also on the floor, so Ricker gets a blow. Here's Eddie inside, one-on-one, missed the shot. Rebound tapped him out, taken by Great Bend. Combs up the right side of the floor. No look pass in the corner. The open shooter, 3 missed. Rebound, Matt Eddie. Eddie ahead. Neal stripped out of bounds, and I think it's going to stay on Buehler's end of the floor. Crusader basketball brought to you by Morton Salt, by Scooters Coffee, Ad Astra Virtual Academy, by Inman Funeral Home, and by Summit Surgical. Crable to play it in. 6 minutes to go in the half. Here is Willard-Trask. Diedrich on a drive to the bucket. Oh, he fell down. He lost his footing. Rebound, Eddie, put back, yes!
Boy, Matthew just not giving up on the play. It was a good straight line drive to the bucket by Diedrich, not able to get it to go, but Matthew keep continuing to work that offensive glass.
Out to a 1-point game, 17-16, 5:43 to go here. Here's Combs out high on Crable. He'll drive. Nearly traveled with it. Out of the wing to Spray. Drive and a kick, they get it to the right corner. Crable with good defense. Nowhere to go with it for Combs. He'll dribble out near the timeline. Off far side to Council. This is Parker Dix, a 6'1" senior in the game. Junior, excuse me. Plays it to Spray. Now to Premer. Buehler's been pretty salty on the man-to-man defense in this half so far.
I agree.
Contacted a foul that'll stop play with 5:04 to go, and they call a foul on Jeff Neal. Grant Ricker returns, and Crable will go out. Stulzat's back in for Great Bend. Well, I think we were around 58 fouls called on Friday, which is just a ridiculous amount.
That makes for a late night drive home for sure.
There's Premer.
Oh, he jumped him up.
No. Did they call the tie-up? Oh, they called the travel on Premer. Great defense by Matt Eddie.
I feel like we've said that phrase about 9 times in the first half here. Matthew is just battling down on the block.
Crusaders the other way. Neal into front court. Pass over to the right wing to Stanbaugh. Down low is Willard Trask against the freshman Premer. Shot in and out, no good. Dietrich got where he wanted to go, just not able to finish. Still a 1-point Great Bend lead. Three in the corner is good for Parker Dix. Well, Great Bend only averages 4 makes from beyond the arc in the game. They're at 4 now as Jeff Neal missed a 3. Rebound up top taken by Great Bend. They lead it 20-16, back to a 4-point game. Panthers the other way.
So that means they won't hit another 3 the rest of the way, right?
Sure. Here's Stulzatz inside, off the window, missed. Premer in there for the rebound. Back to Stulzatz. This time the jumper is good. And a timeout by Bueller. 4:10 to go here in the half. And they stretch the lead back to 6. 22-16. And we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
I'm Cindy Couchman. Our Ad Astra Virtual School serves pre-K through 12th grade and offers adult learning for those who need to complete their diploma. We offer dual enrollment opportunities at Bueller High School and Hutch Community College. Check us out at usd313.org today.
From their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, and our Bueller Dental Care scoreboard, Little River girls won tonight 74-57. Elena Eck had 36 points for Little River in that game. Matt girls beat Hayes tonight 52-34. Sedgwick over Sterling 56-47. 22-16 here. Here's a drive by Grant Ricker in the lane, and a whistle and a foul call on Great Bend. That should put Grant at the line for 1 and 1.
Yeah, Parker Dix on that. I wasn't sure if it looked like Grant went to plant his foot and it slipped out from under him. I was afraid they might get him for a travel there.
Ricker at the line. He's got 10 first half points. Free throw is good. Jackson Marks will return, and Matt Eddy will go out. Lions beat Nickerson by 1 tonight, 39-38. Our girls game, Great Bend won, 52-35. Second for Ricker is good. 3 of 4 at the line, 22-18. Every time Bueller's gotten within a bucket, Great Bend is answered back with a big shot. 4 threes in this half. Here's Council. Out high to Combs. 3:39 to go. Combs will try a 3, and he hits his 3rd of the game. This kid averages 6 points a game, and he's got 11.
I thought you said they weren't going to hit anymore.
I think you said that.
Oh, that's not what I remember.
He grows to 7 for the first time. Here's Jeff Neal along the left baseline. The take with a right is good for Jeffrey.
Well, just a straight line drive. Nobody came to close off the baseline.
25-20 by another. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Another 3 for Combs, who is playing out of his mind. You can't trade 3s for 2s for very long.
He's had a career night in the first half.
28-20. Jeffrey driving the other way. Inside, short, rebound, Great Bend. Usually my experience, if you're hot in one half, you're not in the other. Inside, count it for Stulzatz, and Coach Bryant wants another timeout as the lead grows to 10. Just like that, a 1-point game is a 10-point game. This is a computer right now. 2:44 left. Let's go ahead and take a timeout. 30-20 back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Hi, I'm Kristen Gillespie, and when you come see Dr. Travis Gillespie at the Dental Center in Hutch, my husband and our staff will take the time to listen to your concerns and will give you the best options available for you and your family's needs. At the Dental Center in Hutch, we provide high-quality, state-of-the-art dental care in our comfortable and newly renovated office. We enjoy working with all ages of patients, especially the little ones. Don't you agree, girls?
Of course. Happy teeth for you and me. Come see our dad, Dr. Gillespie.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Great Bend right now in a 13-4 run, Matthew. 9 of those 13 have come from the three-point line.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to have to take it personal and get in Carter Combs' face and at the very least force the ball out of his hands.
Well, Great Bend only shoots 28% from beyond the arc of the year. They're shooting a little better than that here in this first half. They're better than 50%. Here is Parker. Bueller down to 10. He'd like to get it back to single digits before halftime. Here's a drive by Grant and a switch to the right. Tried to get it up off the window. Shot wouldn't fall, but a whistle and a foul. And that is going to be charged to Maddox Spray, his third.
Well, I'll tell you, you look at what Great Bend's been able to do offensively here. Been a little more potent than we thought. But I can tell you why they struggle to win some games. You can get straight line drives to the bucket. You can spread them out. Guys have been able to get in there. And I think if they'll stay the course.
Well, they scored 59, but they give up almost as much as they score, yeah. Ricker hits 2 free throws.
Their interior defense is not, or at least in this half, has not been super solid. You can get in there.
It's like the NBA, no defense.
Well, that's a long-standing debate we have.
The final score is 700 to 699. Inside, they're going to call an offensive foul.
They are.
Ryland Parker takes the charge. Who's that going to go against?
Carter Combs.
That'll be the first on Combs' 8th team foul. And the Crusaders to inbound, 2:14 to go here before halftime. Here's Ricker across the timeline.
I think they called that on Carter Combs, but I don't even know that Combs is in the game right now, is he? I think there was some. Oh, he is. I think that call should have been on counsel.
They call it on Parker Dix.
Parker Dix.
Coach Cray was very adamant about getting that change.
He was.
I don't know that it makes a ton of difference at this moment, but
you never know how a game might progress, right?
There's Ryland Parker, far side of Jalen Crable. Gives Coach another shooter in the game. Out high to Ricker, clears out the right side. Marks comes over to set the screen. Grant rolls left into the lane through 3 defenders. Ball knocked away. Somebody's got to be open somewhere.
Jackson Marks was open on that block on the little dump off.
And Dix for 3. That's no good.
Holy cow.
Matt Eddy to the ceiling for the rebound.
Wow, I'll say.
And Eddy all the way the other way in traffic, missed the shot, but a foul. Shot out of a cannon. How does a 6-foot guy get up that high?
I appreciate the fact that you're saying he's 6 feet, number one. Number two, how does a 5'11" guy get up that high? I was incredible. Holy cow.
And Dix picks up his second personal. Matt Eddy 0 of 2 in this half at the line. And knocks in the first. You know, athletes, they always fudge their numbers just a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm not fudging this number. He was jumping out the roof. That was impressive. Holy cow.
10 team fouls now with a half on Great Bend. Eddy, one more with 91 seconds to play, and Matthew is good. He's got 4 in the half.
He just plays so much bigger than he is. I mean, you look at him and you don't think, oh, that kid is a good post defender just to look at him, right? But if you know him, you know he is super athletic and can do things.
Swanson Roberts with a steal. Oh, he lost the ball, able to get it back and able to get it up and in. What an effort by LaShawn. 30-26, a 4-point game. Well, Great Bend stretched it out, but
Bueller's chipping it away again.
6-0 run by the Crusaders here. 1:05 left in the half. Here is Combs on a drive. Well, work it up top. Now in the lane to Premer. Turn around. Short. Rebound put back good. And that's the difference now with Eddy out of the game.
That's right.
Stulzatz is able to get that rebound and put it back up and in.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And a timeout by Great Bend. 49 seconds to go here in the half. 32-26. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Wifco Still Products, by Daylight Donuts, Midway Motors, by Raj Tire and Service, and by Newfeld's Flooring. Live tonight from the Alan Samuels broadcast booth. Alan Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutch. Come by, let's be friends. Big game in the Big 12 tonight, TCU and K-State. One of those two teams try to position themselves back into second place in the Big 12, and that just tipped moments ago, and it's 3-0 K-State in Manhattan. Jayhawks won last night to get within a game of Texas in the Big 12 race. 47 seconds here. Swanson Roberts has it across the timeline, right to left. Far side to Jeff Neal. Jeff falls down in the lane. Eddie underneath. Willard Trask, layup missed. Rebound tapped about. Boy, they've had some good looks that they've not finished on. Steal. Swanson Roberts missed. Put back good by Diedrich.
Yeah, and that's just not giving up. You know, Bueller lost the ball, was able to get that steal back. Swanson Roberts, right spot, right time, and Dietrich finishes the play.
Now a turnover as Premer lost it. LaShawn ahead to Grant. Layup good with 13 seconds to go in the half. A 2-point game, 32-30. Great bend the other way. Premer 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Long two at the buzzer missed, and that'll get us to halftime. And we've got ourselves a game. Boy, you relax on LaShawn Swanson Roberts.
He'll sneak up and get you.
He will pick your pocket.
I agree.
32-30 is Great Bend had stretched it out to 10, but the Crusaders come storming back, and they scored 10 of the final 12 points in the half and get within two. 32-30. Head to our mid-break here on this Tuesday night from Prairie Hills. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Heston Bakery, Harrickson Custom Building, by Crusader Booster Club, and by Idea Tech. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next on HKFM.
You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Coming up, Aaron and Chris recap tonight's first half, and we'll catch up with other coaches and athletes in This Week in Crusader Sports. 95.9 HKFM.
Mayhem is everywhere. Protect yourself. Hi, I'm Andrew Parr, your Allstate agent in Hutchinson. Protection shouldn't be pricey. Call me today or stop by the office at 13th and Main in Midtown Hutchinson for a free quote. Are you in good hands?
Hi, this is James with Idea Tech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Bueller. Idea Tech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Bueller Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Bueller when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
Well, the festivities for Super Bowl 57 have begun as the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles have arrived in Phoenix, Arizona, as players and coaches were greeted by one of the former stars of the teams, as running back Christian Okoye greeted the Chiefs and defensive back Eric Allen greeted the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, the Kansas City Chiefs are making their third Super Bowl appearance in the last 4 years, and quarterback Patrick Mahomes has had a message for some of the younger players.
Just trying to give them a blueprint of how the week goes. Obviously, you can see it on the schedule, but I want them to see it from a player's
perspective. Lost the ball, was able to get that steal back. Swanson
in the lane. Eddie underneath. Willard Trask, layup missed. Put that good by Diedrich.
Yeah, and that's just not given.
On ahead to Grant, layup good with 13 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, and that's just not giving up. You know,
the Eagles met as recently as last season as the Chiefs got a victory in Philadelphia.
Had some good looks that they've rebound tapped about. Boy, they've had some good looks that they in the lane. Eddie underneath. Willard Trask, layup missed.
He's very,
he's way more comfortable in the offensive scheme now. I believe this is his third year in the scheme. 2-6, as we know, he's having a great season. I believe he's sitting at 11 touchdowns, like 1276, 1250-something rushing yards. Quarterback he's playing like a running back as well. So 13 touchdowns. At the end of the day, when you're putting up those like Lamar Jackson numbers in 2019, if you're not aware, when you're putting up those type of numbers offensively, running the ball, rushing the ball, it's going to open up a lot of other things. So in turn, you're starting to see the passing game open up for Jalen Hurts. You got a lot of screens and stuff with 88, the tight end, and number 6, Devontae Smith. It's doing a host of things. Their offensive line is looking pretty strong as a unit. And like I said, man, this is Jalen Hurts' show. At the end of the day, if you can, stop what he's doing, you can possibly slow them down.
And if you want to talk about just how even this matchup is, both the teams come in with a 16-3 overall record. Both teams have scored a total of 546 points this season. Both teams have 6 All-Pros, including brothers Jason and Travis Kelce, and their quarterbacks, and they were both the number 1 seeds in the AFC and NFC. Should be a fantastic Super Bowl on Sunday. And if you're unable to watch it, you can catch all the action on the Mix 96.7 KMPK. That's a look at your halftime sports. Time to get you back out to your basketball games.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law is dedicated to offering clients with personal injury claims competent and compassionate service. If you or a loved one was injured in a serious accident involving a motor vehicle or a loved one suffered a wrongful death, we will inform you of your rights and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Call Pyle Law at 620-241-9000 to find out your options today.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here in our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report, 32-30. It was a 1-point game after one, a 2-point game at halftime as Great Bend eked out a 19-18 1-point difference in the second quarter. Big thing is Great Bend had built that 10-point lead. They had a 13-4 run going. They were hot from the outside, but Bueller scores 10 of the final 12 points in the first quarter to get back within 2, Buddy. And, for me, this defense turned into offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it starts right at the basket. We talked about it a lot during the first half, but I thought that Dietrich and Matthew Eddy were just very rugged inside. Did a great job of clearing the glass, not giving a bunch of extra looks. And really when Bueller got in trouble is when those guys weren't in there clearing the glass. You saw how easy it was for Great Bend to get those second looks. Those guys shut that down. They get out and run. And then the guys out front. I thought LaShawn made a great play there. Well, 2 plays really there in about the last minute of the first half. They were great tempo plays, and Grant able to attack the rim.
Yeah, different than what we saw here against Rose Hill, where everything was at the rim, where Great Bend really was the difference, was from the outside in the first half. And they cool off, see what happens in the second.
Well, it seems like you said something, Aaron. I want to make sure I'm remembering this right. In the first half, I think you said they only hit 4 games, so they won't hit anymore now.
I think you said that.
Well, that's
and
not
then
what
they
I
hit 2 more.
That's not what I remember. I remember it definitely being. You have to check the tape on that. I feel like that was definitely something you said.
They had 6 in the first half, so that's 2 above their average. You look at Combs.
It was Combs,
who
yeah.
averages 6 a game, and then where does he come with 14 at halftime?
Yeah, he had a great first half. It's going to be very important for the guys to identify him and get him cooled down. Guys that are not normal scorers, right? Guys like Grant are going to continue to shoot because they know that that's what they have to do. A kid like Combs, who doesn't score on the reg, if you can get him settled down and get him out of his hot streak where he's feeling it, he may not be able to get back into it. So you've just kind of got to limit his touches early in the second half and see if he doesn't cool down.
Well, interesting to see what happens in the second half. Grant Ricker fills up the stat sheet with 16, but it's the little things by guys like Swanson, Roberts, and Eddy that have them back in this game.
Agreed.
16 for Grant in the first half. Great Bend got 14 from Combs. Stolzatz with 6. Council with 3. Dix with 3. Premer with 4. And Hall with 2. Other scores for Buter. Parker with 2. Willard Trask with 2. Stambaugh with 2. Swanson Roberts with 2. Neal with 2. And Eddy with 4. 32-30 second half when we come back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
More of the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up after this. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Are you ready for a night of fun and memories to last a lifetime? Then don't miss Hutch Rex Daddy-Daughter Date Night on February 11th. Join us at the Cottonwood Court at the Kansas State Fairgrounds from 6:30 to 8:30. Get your tickets now with early bird pricing through January 31st. Dads and daughters will have a blast with a live DJ, dancing, photo booth, games, and snacks. So reserve your tickets now for a special evening of bonding and create memories that will last forever with Hutch Rex Daddy-Daughter Date Night. Register now at hutchrec.com or in person at 17 East 1st.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here as we get ready to start the second half. Crusader basketball brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, by Rise Up Reno, Prairie Star Health Center, by Hutchinson Community College, and by Fee Insurance. Sterling College basketball tomorrow night on the network as the Warriors are in Wichita to take on the Friends Falcons. And that'll be a 5:40 pregame tomorrow on HKFM. Action across the network tonight, live streaming and more online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. Powered by Next Tech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices. I was ribbing Matt earlier because his NBA team got Kyrie Irving this week, which can be a good thing. It cannot be a good thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Which Kyrie shows up?
I don't know, but I tell you this, I watch the NBA because it's entertaining. It's definitely going to be entertainment.
All right, Great Bent with the ball right to left to start the second half here. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, Panthers up 2 on this Tuesday home trip for the Crusaders. Friday on the road at Augusta. And Braylon Council has it up high, near side to Maddox Spray. Up top to Combs. He drives through traffic, stripped and taken away. Neal, long pass up the floor is, batted out of bounds. Saved by Great Bend. And then it goes out of bounds off Matt Eddy, who made a great effort to try and steal it in front of the Great Bend bench. I don't know how Council was not out of bounds when he tapped that back in.
Yeah, that was really two very athletic plays by two athletic guys. That was fun to watch.
All right, Panthers have it back in their half court. And Stolzatz on a feed from Council. Council thought he was going to go one way, and Stolzatz went the other.
Little miscommunication there between the Panther front court players.
All right, Buhler with a chance to tie or take the lead. They have not led in this game since it was 3-2. Steal. Ball taken away. Spray the other way. In traffic, shot missed, but a foul.
It's probably a good foul for Grant to take there. You definitely don't want to give up a freebie, make him earn it at the line. Really a pretty solid play by Spray, anticipating that swing pass and just jumped the lane.
Spray did not score in the first half. 9 points a game. His first free throw try is up and good to make it a 3-point game. So Great Bend will score first here in the second half. second free throw, got them both. (34-30). It's a 4-point game. Jeff Neal the other way, works it off the bounce. Far side, Dietrich. Jeff gets it back. Three won't go. Rebound, Gray Bend. Jeff had a great second half on Friday. He's not been able to get the offense going yet here tonight.
But that was a great look and a shot he's got to take.
All right, Panthers the other way, up 3. Every time Bueller's gotten close, Gray Bend's had an answer. Step back 3 for Combs, missed. Rebound long in the corner, and a great athletic play by Council. That is 2 plays he's made to save balls from going out of bounds in this half as he threw it off a Crusader, and Gray Bend will keep it.
Yeah, threw it off Matthew. In fact, the last play that Council made was another play where Matthew ended up in the play. It's like you got the 2 most explosive guys end up.
Well, Kramer almost went out of bounds, able to save it along this sideline in front of the Great Bend bench. Well, Great Bend capitalized with that last save with 2 points. See what they do here. Here's Kramer for 3, short. Everybody going for the board. Oh no, and I think 3 guys crashed on it, 2 Crusaders, and it goes out off Jeff Neal.
Yeah, and it was a Spray in there working for Great Bend and just, I think, able to force it off of Jeff's hands.
Panthers to play it in. Long pass up near the timeline to Combs. Far side to Spray. Panthers up 4, led by 10 in the first half. 3 on the way, missed. Rebound in the lane taken by Ethan Stambaugh. Boy, good move there to pull it up. Get things settled. Bueller back in there, half court to our right. Here's Ricker out near the timeline. Under 6 to play in the third. 34-30. Grant works it to the right baseline. Out of the wing to Willard Trash. Back in the corner, Grant catch and shoot for 3. Missed. Rebound contested. And Premer had it, lost it. Great Bend gets it back. Combs picks it up off the deck. He'll go the other way. Tries to behind the defender pass out of the bucket, and Stolzatz couldn't handle it. Tried to sneak that behind the defender, and it just off the mark.
Yeah, it was a pretty creative play. Just not great execution. That said, let's talk about the job that Ethan Stambaugh and Matthew were doing, trying to crash that offensive glass at the other end. Guys playing against guys that are way bigger than they are, but just battling.
Sean Swanson-Roberts is returned for the Crusaders.
He gave them good minutes in the first half.
Here's Diedrich in the right corner. Jacob Hall back on the floor for Great Bend. Grant works it to Matt Eddy on the far side. Kick out Swanson-Roberts in a drive. Contact, no call. Jeff Neal inside a hard take. More contact, no call. I think there could have been a foul called both ways on that possession. Great Bend the other way. The leak out pass. And Stolzatz makes him pay. Burns him to the bucket. Yeah, and a 6-point lead.
Great Bend doing it in transition. Really, their half-court offense has not been great to start the second half.
Here's Diedrich, baseline jumper. That missed. Rebound tapped in the air by Eddy. Saved by Swanson-Roberts. Back to Matt. Matt in that lane. What a move.
What a move.
Took his defender right, went back left, and lays it up and in.
Coach Preston, I see on the other side, would be thrilled with that. Matthew using the jump stop to create space.
36-32, 4:28 to go here in the third. Premer for 3, an air ball. Rebound out of bounds off Great Bend. I told you they were going to cool off.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Here's Jalen Crable.
I tried to give you credit for that earlier, and you wouldn't take it. Now you want to take it?
You are so full of it.
You want to take the credit now?
All you need to know is I am always right.
Jeez, Aaron.
Jackson Marks also back in. I mean, you need to not worry about anything else. Here's Swanson-Roberts. Bueller down 4, 4:10 to go here in the third. Ricker right side circle, out front Crable. LaShawn, little dribbles.
That's a great move.
Pullback jumper missed from the left elbow.
It's a great move for LaShawn. Little escape dribble, one power dribble to the right, and a pull up from that 10 to 15-foot area.
Great Bend. Premer off the window. Nice take by the freshman. And back to a 6-point game, 38-32.
Jackson's going to have to get into Premer's body a little more.
Ricker works it down the lane. Around the defender, to the bucket, missed, crashes the board, back up with it, and draws contact and a foul.
Boy, what beautiful footwork by Grant. He ended up missing the layup, but got down in there, used a reverse pivot and a pump fake. Got a wide open look.
Ricker back at the line. That is the third foul in the game on Jacob Hall. And Grant, who had 16 in the first half. First free throw in and out, no good. Carter Combs will return for Great Bend. Great Bend has worked it back out to a 6-point game after it was just a 2-point lead at halftime. Led by 10 in the first half. Second free throw for the senior, in and out, no good. Not been a good offensive start to the second half.
Really for either team.
Great Bend will work it into their front court. Combs with it. Left side circle to Stulzatz. 3:16 to go here. Lob pass in, up off the window. Missed by Council. Rebound, and Crable had it go off his hand out of bounds. How many extra tries on balls out of bounds has Great Bend had? A nice dump off.
That's such
Layup
good offense.
Nice Stulzatz. Drive, suck the defense, and make the extra pass.
Yeah, it was a great job. Stulzatz in the dunker spot down there on the block, and that's easy money.
40-32. Now a steal by Great Bend. Bueller's really struggling here in this third now. Inside, shot missed. Marks with a rebound. Ahead, Ricker tripped at midcourt by Stulzatz. And he hit the deck hard. Ryland Parker and Jeff Neal and Diedrich Willard-Trask are all going to check back into the game. Crable, Eddie, and Ricker will go out. 40-32. Great Bend up 8 here. Buhner needs to find something to finish this quarter. They were down 2 at halftime. Here's Jeff Neal on a take to the bucket. Shot missed, but a foul. And Jeffrey, who hit some huge free throws down the stretch on Friday, will go to the line for the first time tonight where he shoots 71%.
You know, we talked about this. You can beat Great Bend to the basket, especially off that wing area. So if the guys will continue to attack from there, you can get there, and they will foul you. They're willing foulers inside.
And I will point this out, too. Jeff did not have a great first half. Shoe change at halftime.
Oh, that's right.
Here is
Ooh, that's a travel.
Kramer in the lane, a turnaround. What a shot. He's had a good third quarter, 42-34, lead back to 8. And now whistle as the ball's knocked out of bounds to the far side of the floor. And a foul against Great Bend. It'll be on Premer, his first. Team's fourth. Buehler to play it in. Down 8. 2:14 to go in the third. Jeff Neal looks it into Willard-Trask along the baseline. Diedrich on a drive and a kick. Marks at the elbow. The jumper, no.
He was ready to shoot. That's a good shot for a post player. That elbow 15-foot jumper.
Rebound, Great Bend. We talked about this in the girls' game, but you get outside the league, Buehler, such a tough non-league schedule, playing all these 5 and 6A schools. Here's Combs on a long 3.
Wow. And they're going to get him on a tech. He was talking trash after he hit that right at LaShawn's face. LaShawn didn't respond at all. And he, you know, they're arguing about it, but he did it. They got him with it.
So they'll count the bucket. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
He has been money tonight. And it makes it an 11-point game. Buehler down 11 now with 1:46 to go in the third. Jeffrey Neal's going to shoot the technical free throws. And the first is on the way and good. Coach Cray not happy about it. But
is absolutely the right call. It happened right in front of where we are.
There is no room for any kind of showboating in high school sports. I mean, they just won't allow it. 45-36. Lead down to 9. And Buehler will have the ball back. Great Bend coach is starting to get very frustrated with the officials now.
Yeah, they're saying that Grant caught that in the.
Boy, Eddie with a hard take.
Yeah, it's a good call.
And they're going to call the charge on Matthew.
They were saying that
Grant caught it and then stepped back behind the line.
But he didn't. He was in the air. And so as long as he lands in the backcourt, he's fine. And he did. And he was.
Great Bend, 1:27 to go in the third. Bueller really needs a stop here. Here's Premer over Eddie. Boy, he is showing why he's going to be special here in the third quarter after being held in check in the first.
Yeah, that was just very patient. Wants to shoot over that right shoulder.
47-36, 1:07 to go. Willard Trask at the foul line. He has been off tonight. That is short. Eddie with the rebound. Not Eddie. Mr. Superman.
And 1-on-4, and Eddie wins.
47-38. I'll take that guy in my bunker every time. Great Bend lost the ball the other way. As Hall had gotten position down low but wasn't ready for the pass. Stulzat's back in for Great Bend, and Council will go out. Well, they could cut it to 7 here with 47 seconds. They choose to use all of this in this final possession. They'll get the ball to start the fourth. I don't know that I'd give it back to Great Bend. There's Eddie down low, working, forces it up and in. Matt Eddie willing his way to the bucket, strapping this team to his back now. 47-40. Left side jumper missed off the elbow, and the ball out of bounds off Stulzat's. Jumper missed by Maddox Spray. Matt Eddie just, that is a sheer determination to not be denied.
I agree, and you won't see anything in the box score. Ryland Parker did a fantastic job working the defensive glass, forced the ball off of Stulzat's hand. That was created by the job that Ryland Parker is doing against the way bigger Stulzat's.
Here is Jeff Neal, far side, 9 to shoot. Off to Willard Trask, down to 5 to go. Diedrich in the lane, finds Eddie. Eddie will try the three. That is not Matt's shot.
Time was running out. He had to put a shot up.
Willard Trask should have shot that in the lane.
I agree.
Well, that'll get us to the fourth in a 7-point game, 47-40. Bueller will have the ball to start period 4 when we come back in 1 minute on HKFM.
The Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away at B and Adams. Like Anchor Inn and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor Inn and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Each and every day, WIFCO steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, how bad do you want it in this last 8 minutes?
For sure.
47-40. Great Bend by 7. Bueller will have the ball to our right here to start the fourth. Stambon, Neal, Ricker, Eddie, and Willard Trask. Here's Matt down low. Shot off the window, missed. Almost gets the rebound. Great Bend comes out of the scrum with it.
Well, 4 guys on the floor.
And Panthers the other way, and Combs, who has been very good tonight.
Well, he's been fantastic.
He is playing out of his mind. 9-point game. Ricker the other way. Bueller has to stop coming up with empty possessions. The ball knocked loose in the lane. Eddie saves it, and Great Bend somehow comes up with it. Oh, goodness gracious. They've had some lucky things bounce their way. Here's a long three by Combs, who was feeling so confident.
Man, he shot that from NBA plus range.
And it was off the heel of the rim. And Bueller the other way, needs a bucket. 6:54 to go. Willard Trask, reverse layup blocked. Inside, look at Matt Eddy.
I mean, just doing
on
all the dirty
floor,
work.
Fighting for the rebound. And Bueller calls a timeout. They'll keep possession with 6:47 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Wouldn't it be fun to have two pairs of glasses? One for every day, one for dress up, or one for work, and one for casual wear? Or both, just because you really like them? And what if you could save 30% on the second pair? Well, that's the deal right now at Prairie Star. Ask our opticians about any restrictions that may apply. Prairie Star Vision and Optical Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, our team timeouts this year brought to you by Pile Law. If you or someone you know has been injured at work, Pile Law has over 25 years experience. Call 620-241-9000. And a Bueller turnover out of the timeout. They just, boy, at times things have not been in sync. Did not have a great third quarter, not a great start to this fourth quarter. Every time Bueller's gotten close, Gray Bend has stretched it back out to a 2 or 3 possession lead. Here's Creamer on a 3 missed. Long rebound, Willard Trask. Plays it ahead to Eddy, ahead to Neal. Jeffrey off the bounce. And a great save on a bad pass by Ethan Standby. Heads up play to throw it off a defender out of bounds.
Yeah, you saw Jeffrey turn around immediately, look at coach and go, that's on me. My bad, I'm sorry, coach.
Standby to play it into Ricker. Grant will drive, fights through 2 defenders, just will not be denied. That is creativity at its finest by Grant Ricker, who went left, left, and back to the right.
Yeah, for sure. It was a great job of getting into that mid-lane area and just trusting your instincts, not passing out of it when the first thing is not there.
Chance for a 3-point play. Ricker knocks it home. That'll get it down to a 6-point game, 49-43. Grant 6 of 9 at the line. Now a steal by Matt Eddy. Swanson Roberts for 3, short. But how about Matt Eddy? Holy cow.
Yeah, he's everywhere defensively right now.
Here is Combs on a pull-up missed. Rebound, miss, but a foul. That's going to put Hall at the line for 2. And they'll get it on the LaShawn Swanson Roberts.
And LaShawn was frustrated. He didn't think that he fouled him. The problem was he was trying to defend that from the wrong position, right? He was on the back side trying to defend through Hall, and it just is too hard for the official to not call that.
Ryland Parker is going to replace Jeff Neal here. Hall hits the first free throw. That foul on LaShawn Swanson Roberts, his first, team's 3rd. Hall with 1 more at the line. Second is good. 51-43. Here's a take by Parker, left baseline with the floater that's good for his 4th point of the night.
So explosive. More of that, please. Again, we've said it all night. You can drive on these guys. They'll give you driving lanes.
51-45, contact in the lane and a foul.
That's going to be on Ryland.
Ryland Parker will pick up his first. 4th team foul, so Great Bend will inbound out of their own bucket. It's going to be Combs to play it in. This would be a much different game if without Carter Combs. He's hit 5 threes, has 19 points, a kid who averages under 6 a game, and he just hit another one.
Man, how does he only score 6 points a game is the question.
54-45, lead back to 9. Swanson Roberts off to Willard Trask to Eddy. Eddie along the right baseline now. Floats it in the corner to Ryland for three. Parker missed. Swanson Roberts goes up high for the rebound.
I'll say.
And the ball ends up out of bounds off Great Bend.
Skywalking.
.453 to go now. It'll be Ryland Parker to play it in. Off to Grant on the wing. Ricker has been a little quieter in this second half and just drew contact and a foul. Got into the body of Stolzatz, who's called for the block inside, his third. That'll put Ricker back at the line. Grant had 16 at halftime. He's got just 3 points. Oh, they call that a fourth on Stolzatz. Just 3 points in the second half. Grant, who's really had to shoulder the load with the loss of some heavy hitters from last year. Maddox Spray will return to the Panther lineup. Stolzatz goes out. We're losing Jack Voth. Really forced this team to make some big-time adjustments. Grant hits 2 at the line.
Yeah, that's what happens when you pull a 20-point scorer out of your lineup, right?
54-47, 4:48 left. They've got to get stops now.
Oh, great job by Ryland Parker.
A near steal. That was going to be an easy layup for Combs. Ryland Parker comes sprinting into the lane to bat the ball out of bounds.
Oh, what effort. Great job by the youngster.
Panthers to play it in. 4:42 to go. Hall has it right side. Right corner to Combs. In the lane. Freemer missed, but the rebound tapped back out. I think Willard Trask tapped it back out to a Panther who laid it up and in.
And Bueller was in the 2-3, and you know the problem with playing the zone. It's hard to rebound out of the zone.
56-47, back in 4.5 to go. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Bueller, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, it doesn't get any easier after tonight. Bueller goes to number 10 Augusta on Friday. They lost at Augusta on December 16th, 55-49. And home to host McPherson. Gee, thanks.
That's at the sports arena, is it not?
Next Tuesday, yes it is. Here is Ricker in the corner to Willard Trask. Now Swanson Roberts with a drive. Blocked from behind, but a foul.
Well, it's interesting, the lead official didn't call it. I think it was clean up top, but Swanson Roberts got bodied right as he let go of that, and this trail official was the one that saw it.
Now we'll put LaShawn at the line. He and Premer with his second. Well, this Bueller team is going to be really young next year. They're going to be led by Swanson Roberts. Ryland Parker will be juniors, but young and experienced. Crable will have to give them some big minutes. But they're going to have to find some height.
Yeah, for sure. Some youngsters are going to have to grow and play big interior minutes.
LaShawn with 2 at the line. 56-49. Great Bend, pass up the floor, Spray is good. But Bueller's just not quite had enough. 9-point game again. Ricker, long three, missed. Rebound contested. Swanson Roberts comes away with it, sneaks it out to Parker for 2, missed. Rebound, Great Bend. And Swanson Roberts, who shot that saved that last rebound, rips it away from a Panther. Now Parker, pull up baseline, missed. Eddie with a rebound. Holy cow. In there, Ricker. Oh, no! Eddie trying for another rebound. Swanson Roberts comes up with it to Diedrich. Inside, got it.
You get enough shots at it, eventually you're going to hit one, right?
Well, I tell you what, we've bragged on Matt Eddy. Add to that the effort from LaShawn.
I agree.
58-51. It's a 7-point game. You get a stop here. Well, you cannot let them get deep position like that, and Hall's going to go to the line.
The problem is they worked so hard to keep tracking down those rebounds. You could tell once Hall had that deep position, they just didn't have gas left in the tank. All they could do was foul.
So here's Hall, 2 of 2 at the line, 6 points in the game. Again, 6 threes from Carter Combs. For any one player to have 6 threes is just ridiculous. It doesn't happen very often.
No. That's like Jessica's name from the past.
I think we saw her drop in 9 one night.
I think we did too.
All with 2 at the line, 60-51. Back to a 9-point game, 2:55 to go. She set that record maybe at Mulvane?
I thought it was Rose Hill or Eldo, but either way.
Somewhere to the southeast.
Where we play all of our games.
Yeah. Here's Jeff Neal out high. Dribbling it over to the far side.
Good.
Feeds it in the corner. Stambaugh for 3, long. Rebound, Great Bend. Ball knocked away in the lane. Premer gets it back. Shot off the window. Won't go. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Jeff Neal. Coach Bryant not agreeing with that call. Gives the officials a little advice.
In my experience, that works normally.
Stambaugh out, Swanson Roberts back in. Eddie's on the bench right now. He's got to be gassed.
Oh, yeah.
What an effort by Matt tonight. 60-51. 2:09 to go. There's Stulzatz. Got the feed, missed the bucket, but oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Another lucky rebound by Great Bend. And I think that was Stulzatz who saved it back in bounds. Just ridiculous. 62-51. Rena's 11. Swanson Roberts 2 up top, in and out, no good. 142 to go. Here comes Council. Looks like Great Bend is going to hold on to win this. How many of those deflected rebounds have they gotten?
Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of second chance points.
Reach and foul up near the timeline on Diedrich Willard Trash. Matt Eddy will come back in. Jalen Crable in. Really, for this team, every night, I mean, they just don't have a ton of margin for error this year, and they need everything working.
For sure.
Eddy now with a foul.
I think that's his 5th, and he's done. Boy, can't you say enough about the work that Matt Eddy has done tonight?
10 for Matt. I think that's the 17th foul. It's going to put Premer at the line for 1 and 1. First free throw missed. Rebound Grant Ricker. And a steal and a layup good. 64-51. 1:09 to go. Now Grant falls down. Call timeout. What do we got? Now they're going to call a foul. It looked like that was Grant's intent. I mean, he got up off the deck after falling down, losing that ball, and he raced up the floor.
He had the look of
frustration.
Yeah, frustration.
1 and 1 for Maddox Spray. Short. Rebound, Willard Trask. 1 minute to play here at BHMS. Theater still hunting win 5 on the season. Here's Ricker in traffic and caught up and fouled. That'll stop play with 49 seconds on the clock. That'll go against Stulzatz. I think that's going to be his 5th.
Yeah, it is his 5th.
He had 14 tonight, double his average on the year. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, by Idea Cleaners, Holly Sweet Treats, by Apex Shears, and by Alpha Land Surveys. This is Grant Ricker at the line. 49 seconds left, and he hits the first. Friday at Augusta.
Home of the loud trumpets.
Yes. Girls won there in December. Guys lost a tough one. It has not been a great place for the guys to play over the years.
Still one of my favorite gyms in the ABCTO.
64-53 timeout, an 11-point lead, 49 seconds left. We'll be back in 30 on HKFM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Bueller Dental Care. At Bueller Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdalldds@gmail.com. Bueller Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
95.9 HKFM.
Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Allstate agent Andrew Parr, by Midwest Iron and Metal, Red Rock Auto Center, by the Medicine Shop, and by Edgar Family Dental. Good luck to our swimmers and league on Saturday. That is at the Hutch Y. Our bowlers undefeated, both girls and boys. Senior night on Friday at the Alley in Hutch against Augusta. 34-30, K-State leading TCU with 26 seconds to go in the first half in Manhattan. 46 seconds to go here. Great Bend inbounds against Bueller's full court pressure. And the ball is tapped into front court.
A smart play by Premer.
Braylon Council runs it down, and Great Bend will call a timeout. 35 seconds left here. Scott Hogan will have Sterling College basketball tomorrow night on the network at 5:40. Take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on HKFM. Our middle school boys team's wrapping up their schedule here in the near future. I think they have a home date Thursday night here at Prairie Hills.
Coach Preston's done a great job with the 8th grade boys this year. You know, Aaron, received a text from your wife. She informed me that she is actually always right, going back to a comment you made earlier that you, in fact, are not the one who's always right. And I would just like your thoughts on that.
I'm right that she's right? I don't know.
It's well played.
Yeah, I think 7th and 8th grade plays Clearwater on Thursday night. I'm right when she's not around?
I think that's probably about right. As Combs knocks down the free throw.
Combs. Well, he's been the MVP of this game, hasn't he?
No question.
Got the second. 66-53. Swanson Roberts, long three missed. Seems like Great Bend has gotten a lot of key rebounds. 13 seconds to go. Next home dates next Tuesday. That'll be homecoming. It is also pink night. You want to make a point to come out to the sports arena in Hutchinson as the Crusaders host McPherson that night. 6 and 7:30 is that's going to do it. 66-53 is the final. Great Bend outscores Buter 34-23 in the second half. Panthers improved to 9-6 on the year. They will travel to Garden City on Friday. Buter falls to 4-11. That is now 3 losses in their last 4 games. And they will be at Augusta on Friday night. 66-53 is the final. Come back, our Crusader Locker Room show after this on HKFM.
Coming up, the Crusader Locker Room show. Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com. 95.9 HKFM.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the Mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Stop by Heston Bakery and Cafe, Heston's hometown cafe, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. Open every day of the week. They serve an assortment of baked goods, specialty coffees, sandwiches, soups, salads, and desserts for dine-in, carry-out, and for all your catering needs. Stop in and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, or view the menu and order online for convenient quick pickup at HestonBakeryandCafe.com.
Allen Samuels & Hutch is proud to support our community and local businesses, and we promise to continue to do so. Follow us on Facebook and join in our weekly giveaways. Check out our website at allensamuelshutch.com for our new inventory arriving daily. And remember, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday for discounted oil changes, tire rotation, and a free car wash. Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutch. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on our locker room show as the Crusader guys fall tonight to 66-53. Great Bend built a 10-point lead in the first half. Buter's only lead was early. Grant Ricker hit the opening 3. Then it was 3-2. That was Buter's final lead. Panthers built a 10-point lead in the second quarter. Buter did all the work to get it down to a 2-point game at halftime. And Matt, I thought the real critical part of the game was out of the locker room. Buter just was not very good in that third quarter. Great Bend starts the second half on a 13-4 run, and that's kind of what decided the game.
You know, Aaron, if you remember back to the Rose Hill game here a week ago, we thought similarly coming out of halftime, Buhler had a chance early on, right, those first couple minutes to get it going and just weren't able to do it, and really the same thing tonight. I do think, if you'll recall, Great Bend came out and didn't just fill it up early on in the quarter. It was really as the quarter went on that they expanded that run. And, boy, if Buhler can just figure out how to come out of the halftime locker room and be really aggressive offensively and get great possessions. They just struggled to get good possessions, and you know, you string 3 or 4 of those together and then the other team hits a couple of good possessions and they were off to the races, and Buhler just couldn't quite match them from that point.
And I talked about it just for this team, you know, losing what they lost last year, just not a ton of margin for error.
That's right.
And so when everything isn't hitting on all cylinders, sometimes that shows up. And Some guys had a tough night. Certainly can't blame it on the effort of Matt Eddy, who he brings his lunch pail every night.
He was everywhere, defensively, rebounding, and here's the thing: I don't typically expect, right, to really get tons of offensive production, but you got 10 points out of Matt Eddy. When Matt Eddy, as a very undersized post, is giving you 10 points, you like your chances to win that game. And just not able to get enough from the guys who are the normal offensive load carriers.
You look on the other side of things, you look at Stulzatz and Combs, and you get out of them 25 more points than they normally score.
Yeah.
And, well, I don't know what was up with Combs tonight, but he couldn't miss.
Yeah, he looked great. And literally, I had the thought as we were watching the game, do we have their stats right? Because he didn't look like a kid that was just like throwing up shots he's never taken before. I mean, he looked like a legitimate bucket getter tonight. So
I think the thing there is that normally he takes all those shots. They just not as many of them always go in.
Man, he sure got his shoulders squared up, and it was flowing offensively for that young man tonight.
Yeah, tough stuff. Great Bend had a lot of second chance points in the game. And then when you talk about the challenge height-wise of the Crusaders, I mean, Matt Eddy's playing well above his 6 foot, 5'11", whatever you want to call it. Diedrich Willard-Trask was just a bit off tonight. And so they just don't have those big horses inside.
That's right.
To do a lot of that work. And tough loss. They fall to 4-11 on the season. Final scoring for Great Bend, 24 from Combs, Stulzatz with 14, Spray with 4, Council with 3, Dix with 3, Premer with 10, Hall with 8. Great Bend ends up 10 of 12 with the foul line. Buter goes 18 of 23. They got to the line quite a bit.
They did.
And they hit it quite a bit, too.
18 of 23
That's
is
not bad.
Not bad at all. Just a tick over that would be just a tick over 80%.
You just think about all the inside misses they had around the rim. A ton of them.
Yep.
24 Grant Ricker. Matt Eddy adds 10. 6 for Jeff Deal. 4 for LaShawn Swanson-Roberts. Ethan Stambaugh with 2. Diedrich Willard-Trask with 4. And Ryland Parker with 4. 66-53. Our final. We'll come back with our play and player of the game right after this on HKFM.
The Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
At Dix Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dix offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on our locker room show as we'll get to our play and player of the game coming up here momentarily. First, thoughts from head coach David Bryant. Well, Coach, it was a game at halftime. You guys did all that hard work to get right back in the game. Just a 2-point game, but it was a very, very tough third quarter.
Yeah, and you know, we focused on that. We talked about that. That first half of basketball was a blast. That was so fun. We were playing so hard. And actually, Great Bend opened the door for us. Third quarter, turnover. So it's what you do with that situation. And we didn't take care of business. You know, they're a good team. You know, they played Hutch within 10. I mean, they're solid. But, man, there was an opportunity for us, and we just couldn't convert. They played really, really hard.
Yeah, they did. You guys, I mean, some nights the ball just didn't bounce your way, but you missed a lot of stuff right at the rim.
I know. I tell you, I work with bigs every day. Mike and drill every day. They get so tired of it. Block to block drill. Our bigs are coming. They're getting more aggressive offensively, and that will help us. They're coming along. You know, I kind of felt Grant got lost in the second half a little bit for us, and we've really focused. We want him to shoot it, but we want him to be squared and good looks for him. And it's really hard to be a good offensive player and play that hard on defense because he has to work to get a shot. Because every team knows if they can shut him down, then the rest of them, they feel they can be successful. And so I kind of felt the second half, it wasn't lack of effort.
No, they played hard.
And really, as a coach, I mean, I'll look at the film, and film don't lie. It'll tell me some things I didn't notice, but gosh darn it, they played so hard. I was happy with that first half. I loved it, and I just thought it was missed opportunities in the second half. They're so good. They shot the ball so well that first half. I mean, 24 guys in his face, hitting it from 26,
he
27.
shot above his weight.
Absolutely. You did not see that on film. That was not on film. I watched 3 games of them. He did not do that.
Yeah.
And they shot the ball. We should have been up 10 at half, and then we probably could have weathered the storm a little bit. But hey, give them credit. They shot well. Their pressure did 0 to us, and that's what I told the boys. They were so good against the pressure that he called it off and just turned it into a half-court game, and they were just better in the half court than we were.
A couple of guys just highlight you talk about the effort. Matt Eddy, I don't know what more you can say about that kid and how hard he works.
Well, you know, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was in the locker room, and that's exactly what I said. For a kid that last year said he wasn't coming out, and for him and Stanball to come out for me this year, and then the way he has played, no matter what the season ends, that is something I can hang my hat on Matthew Eddy, how well he's played.
Then the other guy that I thought's really starting to come along for you, still young, still learning, but LaShawn, another kid who plays really hard.
Yeah, and you know, and I commented on it about him too in the locker room. Man, he just wanted to fight. He just wanted to get in and fight. Yeah. And if I can get kids that just want to fight, and good things will happen. And he was just in there, and he was fighting for us, and some good things, you know. And that's what I tell these young guys. They want to play and play, and I tell them, you merit how much you play. And that's why he got the more minutes as the game progressed, because I thought he earned them.
Well, Coach, this tough schedule that we live in, I wish I could tell you it was going to get a little easier, but I'd be lying to you. You go to Augusta on Friday, and then you know, that's always been a tough place for us, and but we're right in the game there last time. So
yeah, I messed that game up for us with the technical foul I got, I thought. But I just told the boys, you're just hitting on all the points I talked about. And I told the boys about the Augusta game. You play like you did this first half at Augusta, you'll win by 10. If they give me that kind of effort, Augusta's not as good as Great Bend.
Right. Yeah.
If you give me that kind of effort, you know, we can win down there. It's hard. It's a long bus ride, yada, yada, yada. But I truly believe it, and you're hitting on all my talking points at halftime. You ought to come in with us or something.
It's like, Coach, you inspire me. All right. Well, we appreciate you, Coach, and your time as always. Thanks, and we'll talk to you on Friday.
I appreciate you also.
All right. As Coach David Bryant is talk Crusader basketball. I'll wrap things up. Let's get to our play and player of the game. Tonight's Dix Phillips 66, Phillip of the game. Phillip on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more. Dix Phillips 66, fourth, and Stevens in Hutch. There were some great effort plays we talked to Coach about tonight. One of them, this one, came late in the first half. In the lane, Eddy underneath Willard Trask, layup missed. Rebound tapped about. Boy, they've had some good looks that they've not finished on. Steal, Swanson Roberts missed. Put back good by Diedrich.
Yeah, and that's just not giving up.
And that was the effort that both Matt Eddy and LaShawn Swanson Roberts gave tonight, and Diedrich was the recipient there. Interesting, Coach said, you know, he was really happy with the effort the guys gave in the first half. And we talked about Combs, and we were wondering if we had the stats wrong. He's like, I watched so much film on these guys. There's no way that happened.
Golly, it seemed completely out of place, didn't it? I mean, it really did seem out of place. I don't know where that came from, but man, that kid looked all world tonight.
But Coach commented, he said, I don't think Augusta is as good as Great Bend. He says, you give me that first half effort for 4 quarters, and we'll beat them by 10. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, that our play of the game tonight's player of the game, Whiffco Steel Products. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, Whiffco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at whiffcosp.com. And I don't know how we couldn't pick Matt Eddy.
I agree. He was outstanding. All night long, he was outstanding.
You know, and Matt was on the fence about coming out for his senior year. Thought he might just take it off and focus on getting ready for baseball. But I'm glad he came out. So much fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. Such an explosive athlete. I've spent a lot of time, you know, with Levi just being a year older. I've spent a lot of time watching Matt Eddy do athletic things through the years. And he's going to be one of those kids we really miss because he does so many of the little things well. He's a great teammate. He works his tail off. He doesn't shoot his mouth off. Even when he gets in the middle of a scrum, once the whistle blows, he lets go, walks away. I mean, you would never know it. He just doesn't. I love his attitude, his effort. He's such a great kid.
And off the playing surface, he's so quiet.
Yes.
If that kid walked in his his hoodie and his sweats, he can't jump.
Well, you would never think that kid must be like all world in football, right? I mean, but what he does on the football field, we've seen him be unbelievably consistent on the baseball field or on the baseball diamond. So I don't have enough nice things to say about.
Oh, but yeah. By the way, I predict he'll rip the cover off the baseball this spring.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It's really going out on a big limb there, buddy.
Final 66-53. Ladies lose tonight, although they outscored Great Bend in the second half, 52-35. Outscored them 27-21. Gracie Ord was our player of the game with 5. Natalia Crafels just missed a third straight double-double with 9 points and 9 rebounds. Ladies fall to 5 and 10. 6 and 7:30 on Friday at Augusta for our coverage. 5:30 for the Midway Motors Drive to the game. Sterling College basketball tomorrow night at Friends at 5:40. Buddy, thanks for sitting in, and always appreciate it.
Buddy, my pleasure.
We'll see you down the road.
Sounds good.
For Matt Atherton, Chris Schenk, and our studio producer, Heath Strutter, Aaron West, have a pleasant good evening. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball here on HKFM.
Hi, this is Justin, inviting you to stop by our locally owned